Hey kids, welcome back to Rob's Red Hotspot, and welcome back to this Ottoman campaign with my dad. We were doing this as a YouTube video series, and we're gonna go live for practical reasons, but also because it's a long game, and live streaming is a good format. So let me just set up my overlay here for 2 seconds. There we go. Wait a second. I'm getting, Dad. I'm getting your.
No, I just
Muted it. Okay,
Sorry.
good. I was like hearing my voice delayed there. Okay, perfect. So we're all set to go. Yep. So hey, Dad, welcome back to the channel.
Yes, now that we're over that technical glitch, I'm
Yep.
looking forward to this.
There we go.
Change in format.
So last time what we did is essentially we had fought a war with Genoa, and England was the defender of the faith, the Catholic faith, and so which was kind of neat, right? Because England's not very good at attacking the Ottoman Empire. So even though we were outnumbered, we managed to crush a few English armies and take these islands in the Aegean. So that's going to really help, I think, in the long run, because those islands are kind of a thorn in your side if you don't take them. I think we also we took
Rhodes.
We took Rhodes as well. So hopefully we won't get so many more pirates anymore, and also no Rhodes. Yeah. So anyway, let's dive in. We can core some of the provinces we took. We also took we took everything from Genoa. We took Kaffa and Azov and all that. So
this is a nice clean.
Yeah.
That'll give us trade power and everything else.
Yeah, they're centers of trade. Yeah. So let's core those. I think. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, do I want to core them? Yeah, I do. Because I can't make them trade companies, can I? I should have checked before I clicked. Yeah, no, we can.
They're in Asia. No, you're not going to be able to.
They're actually in Europe. Crimea is considered in Europe, I think, weirdly. So anyway, we'll core all those, and we can make trade companies like over here and stuff. So we'll think about that when we get there.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So that's done. Let's just go through the. We have an army that's still, because we sieged down Genoa, and I think Saluzzo. So we gotta get that army back to the boat here. Now, can we fit everyone on there? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get that army back to that boat, and what else have we got going on here? That's normal. Let's hold on to our cash. I think, for now anyway, we'll make a decision about what we want to do with it. I think we have a few options. All right,
let's just do two refreshers.
Yep.
Who are we rivaled against? Where are we at in terms of technology?
Yep.
Sort of set the stage.
For sure. I think that's a good idea. So, oops, not that one. Here. We are rivaled against the Mamelukes, Hungary, and Venice. Hungary seems to still be not Austria's in a personal union with Austria, so that'll be interesting. Okay. We do have a claim on
what technologies? Okay.
We are at. Yeah, it has been a while since we recorded this, so bear with us here. We are on the verge of getting Diplotech 5. We have embraced the Renaissance, which is good.
All right, so we're coming up to the idea group, the big discussion. Yep.
Yeah, and the idea group that we took admin ideas, so that's good overall. Anyway, yeah. So I don't think we're going to go to war right away. We do have a lot of aggressive expansion, although if we are going to go to war, I think Karaman is the obvious target down here.
It's not going to annoy other people.
Well, it's not going to annoy the Europeans because we're getting a fair amount of aggressive expansion here to the north, and I think a war. My temptation is to try and angle a war against Venice, but I think we're going to have to build some ships for that. So anyway, yeah.
All right.
Let's unpause and just wait till our diplomats get home. I'm going to slow it down a bit here. My new processor, I think everything's running way faster. Like speed 4 is like really fast, and speed 5 is crazy. Right. I got to get rid of some of those.
Whatever I've got, an i7 or an i9, things just fly across the screen at 5.
Yeah, it's insane. It's just
pretty good.
This is a game where if, like a modest processor upgrade makes a big difference. But yeah, right. So we should plan on what we want to spend our money on. We don't have any loans or anything. The question is, do we want to build a navy to fight Venice? I mean, we're already.
Well, let's understand how big their navy is, because you want to be at least on parity.
Okay,
You're going to end up pinning them in the end of the Adriatic, which means you've got to have a more bigger navy.
We can
That's
sort
the
of
point.
divide. We can divide and conquer them too. We actually picked up a couple. We stole a couple ships in the last war, so I'm gonna merge all our fleets in Constantinople. Like, we got an army that's like overseas too, so we'll wait until that gets back, and when that gets back, we'll do a little evaluation of the naval situation. Okay, we lost the conquest capability against Genoa because we took everything we wanted from them, which is great. Is Crimea
Yeah.
our? Yeah, Crimea is our puppet because they are a march. Yes. Okay. All right, we've got some diplomats. Now, there was a plan afoot at one point for us to... I think we were trying to get Wallachia as a vassal. And let's just see where we're at with that. Yeah, we're not there yet, but I think we should sort of keep... Are we allied with them?
Well, just double check why there's an X there.
Yep.
Sometimes there's like a minus 1,000, and it's like forget it.
No, it's only minus. It's
Uh,
minus 97, and essentially it's the economic base, which our base is going to grow, and I think that number will go down as we get bigger and more powerful. And then there's essentially the fact that they're not the same religion as us. So yeah, but you know what? I think I've seen it work before. I've seen it work before.
Okay.
So let's just you know what? I'm going to send a diplomat and improve relations and just see if we can get a little bit more juice with them. Yeah, we can get 12 more. Let's get that 12 more and just keep that relation as high as possible. If we end up declaring war on them, like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We can just insult them and declare war on them later.
So what about Serbia? Is that impossible?
I think Serbia is impossible because we hold Kosovo, which is their core.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's pretty
Yeah.
dicey. But let's wait until let's kind of regroup the entire army. Where is the other army? Well, oh yeah, they're in Crimea. Okay. We probably have some. Yeah, we got a fair amount. Kind of almost tempting to leave them there, but probably not a good idea overall. And we're not.
No.
I don't believe. Let's get everything back to the kind of center here. And what do we got here? Oh, we have a piety interaction. So what we can do is, once again, this is a cool trick that a viewer recommended, and that we've been doing kind of systematically now. Where is it again? We debase the currency, which gives us a couple of corruption.
But where's your legalism at?
Well, that's it. It notifies me here. And then
okay.
yeah, and then as soon as we get over like 90, I think we can get rid of the corruption right away.
Yes, that's always handy.
Yeah, so it's great. So that's another couple hundred ducats. Do we have any? We don't have any manufactories or anything, do we? No, we only have
we're not even close to that.
No, we don't. We only have the farm estates. So that's kind of useless. I don't know. Let's hold off. We can build buildings after if we need to. Okay, our diplomats has arrived home from Serbia. Yes. Now we've got a couple of diplomats here. I'm probably going to automate them, but I just want to get a sense of... We have our scholar dude, Hanafi, which is giving us the extra merchant, and
Yes.
so we don't need to do anything there. Our alliances, we're allied with... We're allied with Naples. That's kind of neat. We will break that alliance if we need to later, but it could be kind of neat in the long run. Be allied with Naples. Could be useful against Venice, I think.
Well, let's just check. Let's see what their relationships are, because I mean, it's nice to have an ally against Venice. They're very powerful.
Ottomans, France, Papal States, and Bologna. That's a pretty good mix. We might get drawn into something, but I don't think so. I kind of...
Okay, so who is Venice allied with?
Who is Venice allied with? Good question.
Yeah.
Cyprus and Burgundy.
Cyprus and Burgundy, okay.
Burgundy is pretty unable to attack us. On the other hand, it'd be hard to get them out of the war. And what we wanted to check, let's check their... well, let's wait till our navy gets home here. We're actually over naval force limit, but we're rolling in cash, so I'm going to vote that we just keep the ships.
Yeah, no, we'll keep them. What is the size of Venice's navy? Let's go to the ledger and just...
Yeah, we have 22 galleys, and they have...
15. 15?
Wow, 15. Okay, they have 2 light ships. The light ships won't help them much in combat. But yeah, we're in pretty good shape to attack them. We can't do it now because of our aggressive expansion, but we have more transports than them too, which is always a good sign. Now they
okay, so we're basically at parity or superior because the galleys are
now we do have 2 trade ships, so in the meantime, while we're not at war, we might as well put the admiral on them and send them out to protect trade. Crimea could be a good one, or Constantinople. We're at 87%, so maybe Aleppo. Say, well, Aleppo's not sending as
It'll
much.
tell you the value, which usually gives you an indication as to where you're going to bring the most.
Yeah, these numbers are a little bit screwy, but I think Crimea is
I know
better.
they're screwy, but
Yeah, I think Crimea is better because we're essentially getting more value out of the merchant that we have there than we are in Aleppo. So I think 2 trade ships are going to do better in Crimea. I imagine there's less competition there. And what does it say? Yeah, it says Crimea is better too. Let's do Crimea.
yeah, it may not be accurate, but it gives you the quality.
It gives you a ballpark.
It gives you the quality. Yeah.
It gives you a ballpark. Yeah. Okay. So we can't really build much. I don't think we should build ships because we are 10 over our force limits. I think we should just sit at 10 over our force limit. Now, what about our land force limit? We actually can build army. Now, have we got any artillery yet? No. And when we get artillery next technology. So we might even want to just keep our army the size it is and build.
Okay, so what is our limit? I would hold back at least a quarter of our total strength for artillery, assuming we can afford it.
Yeah, I think we will be able to afford it too because we really are rolling in cash. Schaefer Gaston,
20.
just want to say I speed watch episode 5 just to be ready to watch episode 6 live stream. Welcome to the stream, Schaefer Gaston. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying the series. Yeah, a bit of a different format here on the live stream. So yeah, I think we have a 16-4 and a 24. Now, wait a second. What's the combat width? 24. Yeah, I think we should build this army out to combat width, like go 20 and 4. And then whatever space we have left in our force limit, we'll put in as artillery. Does that sound good?
Okay, that's fine.
Let's do that, and then we have lots of money. So, oh yeah, you know what I was going to do? Rather than build buildings, now we can, of course, build... We could build... Okay, so that's Salonika, so that's upstream, or downstream. We don't want to build there. Athens as well. I think what we would want to do is actually expand the... Well, I was going to expand the center of trade in Kaffa, and this one's already got a marketplace. They both have marketplaces, actually. But is there anything else? Oh, this is a center of trade, too.
Yeah.
That one's good. Okay. And, oh, yeah, we want to get this. Oh, this is a trading post. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I think what we want to do is expand that center of trade. And have we gone to size 3 in Constantinople? Yes. Okay, that's good. And I want to just see if there is... Thanks. Yeah, I got home and saw it was going live in 1 hour, and there was episode 5 right before it. Hilarious. Wow, so you're probably more up-to-date than we are, because that episode was recorded almost a week ago. All right. So, we could...
So, our eastern target.
Eastern target?
Whatever it is.
Karaman?
Karaman, yeah.
Who are they allied with? Ramazan and the Mamelukes. Okay, so this will be a war against the Mamelukes. Let's take a look at the Mamelukes' army size. I think we're in good shape. I think we're in good shape to fight the Mamelukes. Yep, I would say we'll be almost evenly strength in the war with the 2 minor countries. But if we'd have to siege down.
Where are the Mamelukes? They're probably on parity technology. Just check their technology and let's see when we're getting those cannons, because it's always good if you can. If you have cannons,
we're one ahead of them.
They don't.
We're one ahead of them. Yeah. So we could wait a bit. I would wait a few years just to let our manpower replenish and let our aggressive expansion go down a bit. But they are behind us in military technology at the moment, and
we should be ahead again. Well,
yeah,
we're gonna get those cannons right before we.
Yeah. Well, we could wait. I don't know if we're gonna wait. Yeah. Because it's 12.
Okay, all I'm saying is that if we wait, we're gonna want cannons. If we're not gonna wait, then the question is, are we 1.5 them? Are we 1 them? I mean, I would do a declare war against whatever it is.
Good idea.
And let's see what the ratios are, because you don't have superiority.
We can bring Aden in if we want. That actually might not be a bad idea, considering they're. We don't want to have them get siege down though. So it looks to me like. It would be 31 infantry.
It's kind of slim. Okay.
It's a slim margin, but and they actually they have more manpower, but I think the key is we get Ramazan out, and we should also check on their navy. I think that's a fairly important. They're probably not that big, but Yeah.
Mamluks usually have a navy. So
About half our size.
okay. Okay.
More light ships.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd say we're I wouldn't worry too much about that war. The only thing that I'm worried about is our manpower pool is a bit small, so I think we should roll forward a bit here.
We're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a bit.
What is our manpower pool compared to our army size?
Our manpower pool is 50,000 maximum, but we're only at 10,000. I want to just check our estates here because we can seize land or we can repeal. I think we're going to get rid of the monopolies. Do we have workshops yet? Yeah, we do. Okay, let's get rid of the monopolies. Starting with textiles. And they don't have any. And then mining and smelting we should get rid of.
Yep.
Okay, and we can't get rid of livestock for the time being, but livestock's cheap, so just go for the high value goods first. And then I think we might want to give away some privileges here. Equilibrium is 57. Governing capacity would be good. We do have crown. No, we don't have crown land to spend. So never mind that. That's a waste. Indebted. Exclusive trade rights. This is kind of cool, but it gives local autonomy in exchange for cheaper developments and mercantilism. It is not a bad one, but I'm not sure that the autonomy in Constantinople.
I find an autonomy annoying because we're expansionary, and so you get all kinds of rebels, and so the last thing and takes you longer to start to get a return. You know,
Trade fleets is kind of a waste because we only have 2, and we're not going to have some for a while. So if we were going to do that, we would do it later.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we should leave the Merchants Guild at 50. Ooh, wait. Yeah, that's fine. I think we can give them. I think what we should do is hold off and give them Merchants Guild's land rights when we have the crown land to trade.
Okay.
Because we want the governing capacity. And then these guys, the Umera, same deal. We can't give them governing capacity. And I don't think I like the stability cost for the cheaper advisors either. Now, supremacy we've given them. Strong duchies. Do they have strong duchies? Yes, they do. Oh, no, they don't. Oh, this is one that we should do. We have to have 2 vassals to give them strong duchies. Let's hold on to that slot and give them strong duchies. Because that would be...
Yeah, that's one I've used.
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
So, check the technology on the military, because we're obviously got to wait a bit before we attack.
It's 12 years. It's 12 years if we're going to wait till that technology. It's going to take 12 years because it's
fine.
Ahead of time. Yeah. Build some stuff.
Did you build those armies or?
Yep. They're going to merge in. They're almost done.
Okay.
So I'll build a few buildings here. I'm going to save some cash to upgrade the center of trade in, I think, Kaffa. Might even be worth putting a world port there. We'll see. Probably not. We have 3 merchants.
When I think of the amount of trade I created when I played this game the first time, with having no idea about upgrading centers of trade, that and so many other things.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
let's grab a few workshops. What's that? Cotton. Just gonna go for the most valuable goods here. I'm not gonna completely min-max this whole process. Sugla, what's going on there? Why do we not have any building slots there? I want to double check. Oh, because there's a fort. Oh yeah, but we can upgrade the center of trade to get another building slot, but that's not worth it because we already have.
Oh, you get a building slot when you upgrade a center of trade.
To level 3, not to level 2.
Well, level 3 is like 1,000 ducats.
I think we'll not build it here because this is a mountain hills province, so development's going to be more expensive there. The ones that I picked, I think, are reasonably good choices. Let's just I just want to take a look at our grassland provinces here. This one would be good for a workshop as well. Yeah, these would be all good workshops. These grassland ones are easy to develop. We've got 300 gold left though, so let's hold on to it. We're making 18. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna have to wait a while for those cores to finish. So, workshop. Is that farmland? Yeah, that's farmland. Okay, but that's not a good province. Okay. You can also build some barracks. I think barracks are gonna be good. of noticing our manpower's kind
Well,
of
yes, all those provinces are going to end up being,
Yep.
Like soldiers' households and
Yep.
conscription centers.
Indeed. And this one, no, we don't care. This one is worth it just because it sort of starts with high production developments. Okay, that's good.
You're more fussy about terrain, though.
Well, the terrain impacts the development cost, so early in the game it's good.
No, I understand I understand the trade-off. It's just, for me, trade power is trade power.
Yeah, the workshops don't affect trade power, though. I'm just getting us some production income.
Yeah. No, I understand. You're doing workshops. I thought, if you're doing marketplaces.
Wallachia is done. I'm going to automate our diplomats here, just to go to neighboring countries, because we do have a lot of aggressive expansion. I'll put them all on that for now, and we can cancel one later if we need it for something.
So what is our measure of aggressive expansion right now? Refresh my memory. This is another thing I ignore. When I'm expansionary, I'm expansionary. I guess I'm.
Yeah, I mean that's the joke is aggressive
in Europe,
expansion is
you
just
have
a
to
number.
be careful because you could get thumped. But when I'm messing around in other parts of the world, it's sort of like, yeah, so.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's not that bad, but I mean you just kind of go on the color almost. It's -44. I think 40 or so is the threshold where they would join a coalition against you. So like Venice, we don't want to end up with Venice and like 16 other countries in a coalition against us. No, but down here,
that would be bad.
Down here, it's pretty good, and down here, once we crush the Mamelukes once, they can make all the coalitions against us they want. They won't be able to defeat us. So.
Okay.
Right. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna build.
How much gold are we making a turn right now?
Like 20, a little less than 20.
Oh.
What is this?
And what year is it?
It is 1468.
My screens are. Okay.
1468. Okay, cheaper developments or cheaper statesmen?
Cheaper statesmen. I can never remember which province to go to develop, and when you have the monarch points to do it, it's lost in space.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the question is, this would give us.
Unless it's the capital.
Yeah, it's not a cheap province to develop either, so let's just go with the statesman. I think you're right. And that gives us diplomatic reputation, diplo points, which we are actually behind on diplotech. So let's do that. Hire that dude. Wait until we can afford him here. One more month here. How much is he costing? 10 monthly? Oh no, that's not the right guy. It's this guy. Okay. 5 monthly. That's pretty good. Let's go for a 3 diplo guy. And that gives us... we can get the next naval technology here. Wait, what national ID are we on? We need admin points. We do to get admin points. I think our production income's high enough. Let's just stick with the tax modifier for now. Crimea wants to marry us. They're a march. That's fine.
Yeah. Just a quick question. The national idea, where did you check that, and what's this about changing it?
Oh, I just wanted to know what national idea we were working on, and because it's administrative, so we're gonna be spending some admin points on that, so gotta pay attention to that. We get
I'm sorry. Okay, it's just the screen's a little small right now.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. We can get Crown Land in a while. Should I summon the... Do we have an estates mission or something? Oh, shit. Venice's opinion of the... Oh, yeah, we're going to fail that mission. That's right. Okay. Norberg, will you do Hearts of Iron 3 live streams? I was just thinking about doing Hearts of Iron 3 live streams, Norberg. I have a new mod for Hearts of Iron 3. It is called Downfall, and very much looking forward to playing that mod probably in a stream. It's sort of like Black Ice, if you know that mod, but it's like less intense. It's like a happy medium between like vanilla Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice. So yeah, I am definitely planning on doing some Hearts of Iron 3 streaming. And welcome to the stream. Doing this father and son EU4 thing here. I think we should think about declaring this war, frankly, because...
Well, that was my next question, is where are we relative to the military technology and...
Yeah, we checked that already. We're ahead of them. We're ahead of them.
You've been running the clock, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we're ahead of them,
So,
and the thing is, I think if we get into a tight spot, we will probably, worst case, we can take this early and get and I don't know, build some artillery or something. But I don't even think it'll be necessary. I think if we're just a little bit careful and we declare the war, then it should be fine.
okay, so we're going against Ramazan or Karaman?
Karaman, we have claims
Okay,
on.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they're allied with Ramazan.
yeah,
Okay,
I
that's what
think
I was getting
so.
confused.
Let's double check again. Oh,
Okay.
free up a diplomats. Okay, there we go. And oh yeah, we need to get this army back because it's over in Crimea, so that'd be a good plan.
Yeah, get all your armies mustered by the border.
Yep.
Simple.
Oh, these are almost done coring too. That's gonna cost us admin points though. Shit, because we need those for our. Although it's not a big deal, we've already taken the admin idea that gives us the cheaper coring, so even if we kind of fall behind a bit.
So why are you stretching around the admin in so much as, like, what's the next admin technology?
The next
that
admin
you're-
technology is national ideas, so I think we're gonna get the technology before we do any more national ideas. Because
Okay.
here, see, we already clicked this one here, core creation costs. We could now take this mercenary maintenance one, but I'm not going to bother. Like, the rest of these are not that valuable. I want to wait until we get this.
I know, yeah.
And then we'll finish it up
Although,
later.
out of curiosity, just take a look at mercenaries.
You mean if we
Because
wanted
that
to
just
hire
may
any?
give it. Well, it's always nice when you're confronting an army to have like twice the stack as they do with a nice general, as opposed to like smaller stack.
I just think we're in a position if we're just a little bit careful with how we move our armies. I think we're in a position to crush them. This would just be money out the window, in my view. But
you're the one moving the armies, but so I don't get to have to stress about that. I just okay. So the size of our army is versus the size of a simple mercenary addition.
well, we could get like what we'd want to do is maybe hire like this. Well, this is a really shitty general. I mean, it's a weird general. Something like this one here. I mean, they're really not good stacks. They don't have. They have like a really weird mix. The only ones that have a good army composition and good generals are really expensive, like 13.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, I figure we just take a look. All right,
Yeah.
You're in charge, so
Yeah.
get your armies lined up there.
That's what I'm doing.
And
I'm just
I don't know where you've.
chipping
I don't know
over.
where you're. Okay, I don't know where all the navy is too. If you
No,
put
it's here.
the
Don't worry,
trade-
I'm on it. Let's
Okay.
take the trade ships and they can stop doing that. Merge these guys together. We have two generals. Yeah, our king and our probably take a little bit of attrition here. Maybe split this guy. We'll see. I don't really want to bother splitting them for attrition. We'll see. Be lazy about that. Looks like we're good. What's the Yeah, looks like we're okay. We're okay.
And where is their fort?
Their fort
ice,
is it's Isel, yeah, I think. Oh, sorry, this one. Just getting my buttons mixed up. Yeah, I would like to crush their army. Because they're drilling. So if we hit their army, which we probably should have been drilling too, actually. If we hit their army, oh no, they moved it. Okay. Sometimes you can kind of surprise them. What we'll need to do is siege down these two forts first, and then siege down that one. We'll get Ramazan out of the war, or well, we'll see. Anyway, I think we're good to go. These cores are almost done.
Dude.
Let's go for it.
Might as well get your armies.
Oh, Ramazan won't join anymore.
This is even better.
Yep. Okay. And
so
then,
is it just the Mamluks and Airmen then, right?
Yep. Let's take the navy, and their navy's smaller than us, so we'll take the navy and move it into the Gulf of Cyprus to speed up the siege and declare war.
Hey, you've always got a harbor to go to if you have to.
Yeah, exactly. We're in good shape. We have an admiral too. Crimea will join. Aden won't join anymore. Well, that's too bad. Alright, what speed am I on? Speed 4. Okay. That's fine for now. Oh wait, I gotta order the armies.
Your call.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna wait till he locks in and then engage him because he's got no morale. I'll go down to speed 3 here. It's a river crossing, but there we go. Destroy that army. And we got ships out there, which our navy is en route to intercept, hopefully. I don't know about you, but I haven't seen any pirate notifications, so I think conquering roads is solved the pirate problem. We got a naval battle here.
Yeah, they're just a genuine nuisance. It's only later in the game I found that other nations, they do it to annoy you,
Okay, so they actually evaded somehow that battle. I guess they probably got a high speed. Too bad. Whatever, not a big deal.
Oh, they got a 2-star, right? So.
They have, I don't know. Yeah, maneuver 5. That's why, and our guys maneuver 3. So that's why we're not keeping up with them. But that's okay. The navy is. Ooh, we're fighting the Mamluk navy. Looks like it's going reasonably well. I imagine the Crimean navy is going to come and help us too. Yeah, we're going to win this battle. What Mamluk navy? Look at that. Sunk 6
right.
and 3. That's great.
Oh, captured 3. That's great.
No, we sunk 6 and sunk 3 transports.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Slow down. I've got a bit of a technical challenge because my feed of your stream on the one computer is a bit blurry. It takes a while to catch up. Whereas the live stream is perfectly clear.
Yeah, it's too bad you're like watching the stream on both to see the comments. That's probably using up more bandwidth. Do we want a theologian? Theologians are admin points, aren't they? Theologian is admin points, and it would be 50% cheaper and give us legalism or admin power. I feel like the theologian's actually a good bet. We're making lots of money. Let's do that.
Okay.
You're still following okay? That's 1.72 for this guy. Excellent. National unrest never hurts either. I'm going to let these Mamluks kind of march in here. This siege will be done quite soon. We have the age bonus for sieges, so that's excellent. The province of Kefe is not considered part of. Oh, there we go. I cannot.
Oh, we're still coring.
Yeah, we just finished.
Okay.
We just finished.
Okay.
So we'll make this a state. Crimea can be a state. And core that. A little bit of a shame to be coring at the same time as we.
Yes.
But I think it's worth it. These are high-value centers of trade. And that actually completes a mission. Conquer new states, which gives us state maintenance and harsh treatment costs. It's kind of a useless bonus, frankly. Let's assemble an army. 80,000. Okay, we'll be there soon enough. Right. We got lots of gold. Boy, are we ever rich. I think it's the gold, actually. I think that's probably what's doing it, partly anyway.
Okay,
England.
So how tall are their stacks? What are you? You're 20s and they're in the teens?
I'm 24 and they're like 11 and 15.
Okay, watch that they do. Well, you're beside each other, so if they combine.
Well, what I was thinking is I could actually just attack them here. There's no leader on that army. So let's, now it's a river crossing and highlands. What's this? Crimea? Oh, that's Karaman's army. We are going to have to get the Mamluks out of this war because we want to take all this if we can. I mean,
yeah, and they're wandering towards Constantinople, so like, yeah, you're gonna have to thump.
Yeah, let's just go. It's a river crossing. It's not. It's a very aggressive move, but I don't really want to pull this army off this siege. Ooh, there's another 15 stack behind us, so that's kind of not good. But if we need to, they've got three stacks. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is. If you wait before attacking, they tend to stack up on you. That's the way the AI.
Yeah, it seems to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna split this army in half and take the half with no. Oh wait, take the half with no leader.
Why are you splitting it?
Because I want to join this battle. Because I want to join. I want to send these troops on the way here in case this battle goes badly. So I can reinforce. It looks like we're gonna win.
Almost done.
We stack wipe them. Let's cancel that. That's fine. And now their army is now incoming. Just merge these back together here.
Yeah.
Siege. So their army is now incoming. Unfortunately, not locked. Now they're on the other side of the river. Oh, they are coming. Looks like they locked before they.
Okay, are you moving the other army in?
Nope. This is only 15. We just stack wiped the other stack. And
Okay, I would just be throwing the other stack at it and make sure.
well, this siege. Okay, that siege just finished. So we can throw them in now. I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to lose that
Sorry,
siege.
I thought they were going towards the siege, not towards you. Okay.
Yeah.
Towards the other one.
Okay, so it is actually a tight battle, but they got a good roll. They were taking a train penalty. We just stack wiped them again. I think our army tech is definitely way better. Way better than theirs. We just stack wiped them twice in a row.
It makes a huge difference.
Okay, there we go. Send these guys up there. These guys... Oops. These guys can start... Am I able to go to that fort there and start sieging it down? Because the next step, I think, is to get them... We're not going to take anything from the Mamelukes, so the next step is to get the Mamelukes out of the war. Let's get some repair ticks for our navy.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems to be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just be prepared to run if... Because you got to get rid of him, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna split the two for now. We're gonna kind of take a risk here. Losing trade power or losing diplomatic power and ducats. 7 point. I'll lose the diplo power and ducats. That makes sense to me. We're almost ready to seize some more land if we want, or get rid of a monopoly or something. We got lots of money to spend after this war. I think barracks are in order. Noticed some. Oh, there we go.
Very nice of the Mamluks to come and get smacked.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. I was paying attention to these guys. Yeah.
No. I'm just saying that they're taking themselves out of the war. Now we can just focus on sieging them down. They got a lot of territory. It's a long, lengthy process.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be getting 100% war score or anything. I can't believe their war exhaustion isn't higher. Their war enthusiasm isn't lower. I mean, okay, military power. We're maxed out on military power. Could almost take a general. They literally walked across the strait to get their ass kicked. Yeah, I don't know if they got, like, locked in or something. I guess there was sort of no other way for them to run or something because we control both sides of the states. Yeah, for sure. It was ridiculous. I've never seen, like, 3 stack wipes in a row like that, and it's not like we don't have, like, all-star generals or anything. We have good generals, but... So, I'm tempted to grab... let's grab a general. I think our army tradition is fairly high. Just for the future here, that's a pretty good general. 4 shock, and then that'll do for now.
Okay, so that's a learning for me. If you've got high army tradition, yes. Are we getting the 100% bonus from whacking people?
I'm not sure what the army tradition from battles has to do. I think with your casus belli, but it also just it has to do with a number of like your ideas and stuff as well. There's various modifiers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, So yeah, no, it is something that, like, at the end of the day, like, you need a general when you need a general, right? So you're not going to, but when I'm in the middle of a war and I've just fought several battles that, like, you know, losing admin power, losing prestige. I'm gonna take the prestige hit because we're in the middle of an admin idea right now.
Yeah, no, you're at 86. You can take it.
Yeah, and are they our rivals, the Mamluks?
Yes.
They are, aren't they? Okay. Just wondering what we can get out of them. We're not going to take any land because we don't have any claims right now.
No, we're gonna get as much gold as we can.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
We're gonna get reparations, and I don't know. We'll see what else we can annoy them with.
Oh wait, are they? Just looking at their vassals and stuff. I don't think we're going to do any of that, though. Yeah, we'll do something like this, and they've got 900 gold.
We're a long way from that now. You got a long way to go to Cairo.
Yeah, let's get the navy out here.
Our navy out, yeah.
You know what I'm tempted to do? Ooh, no, I shouldn't do that. Okay, I was going to say we should bring the army around there. I was going to say we could also ferry part of the army over to that fort, but that's probably a bad idea. We could get isolated. Legalism and admin power sounds good to me.
Yep.
God, we're just going to be rolling in dough from that that whole legalism game. Okay. Am I on speed 3? Let's go to speed 4 while we wait for sieges.
Yep.
I don't see any sign of them anywhere else. Interesting. We could take a province from Crimea. Oh, we just their navy just popped out and we destroyed a bunch of it. We could take a province from Crimea here, I'm always tempted not to do this one. Which province is that? Matrika. Yeah, I don't think so. It's a steppes province, which is expensive to develop. It is a livestock province, and the culture is Pontic.
It's Crimea. They're our vassal. Why would we put a claim on their land? No.
Well, this says we can basically we can take it from them for free here. We have a claim on them? How do we have a claim there? I don't know how we got that claim. That's weird. Well,
did we use that to? No, I guess that wasn't. Was that Genoa?
I'm looking at the wrong province here. It's just a temporary claim from an event. I think we should just. I think we'll just take a prestige hit and leave it. I think that's like in terms of that's not a good use of our governing capacity. I just find with the.
No. We don't want anything over there.
Yeah, lose 10 prestige. Okay. It always feels wrong to give up on a free province, but
when it's your vassal, I actually treat them like a civilized human being.
What's that?
And I said when they're a vassal or something like that, I actually treat them like a civilized human being.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't know. I'm not sure how your answers to those questions, whether all of the implications are visible or not, or whether there's things chained in behind the event and your answer that affect subsequent events.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, in terms of the random events, yeah, there are always some. I'm going to encourage development in this province and dump some military points into it, because it is a grain province on farmlands. Let's go to at least 10 development there. Probably okay for now, actually. The other one to do is Athens. Bridge development here, and we do have a little bit of a. Oh no, I thought there was. Oh, there's a little bit of autonomy here, but that's okay. Let's put a few there. Those we can turn those into real like recruitment hubs.
Where were you checking this autonomy? Was that the little red bar?
Down here. I think does that no, it's not autonomy that affects the development cost. I think it's something does. Anyway, it's not a big deal. No, it's prosperity. That's what it is. Yeah, we don't care about that. Okay. Prosperity is just another like convoluted derived statistic, frankly.
There are so many things that go in the same direction, sort of.
Well, the thing is, it is the prosperity one is neat. I like the way it works. Oh, I need to some of my message settings are not set up how I like them, but I'm not going to bother with that now. Can we get all the way over there? No. Okay, so we got to send this guy there. This war going here. I don't see any signs of a Mamluk army. What's the... They've somehow built up 30,000 again. So they've probably just gone to mercenaries or something. Oh, there's an army up there. Okay. Well, let's go destroy that army. Because we're kind of blocked here by the forts, so... Yeah,
it's a slow... There's like 3 of them or something.
Yeah, and honestly... Whoa! Okay. Good thing I saved some cash here, because we just... Okay, so our dude died. We lost stability. We're at +1, that's fine. We have a 3...
And we got to pay the Janissaries off, right?
Yep, we got to pay the Janissaries off, so that's only 343 ducats, which is fine. I think we'll pay them off.
Yeah.
And we can take the title of Khalifa. We can do this one. And we can do this one. Yes. And is this...
Just call them out when you do them next time. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, you're right, I should. Okay, there we go. We've intercepted them. And that's another stack wipe. Jesus, they're like, it's just because they're behind us on military tech, I think.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
It does. It does indeed. I can give the Navy a repair tech. I don't see any... We've completely obliterated their Navy. For one thing, that's pretty hilarious.
The Mamluks are surprisingly weak.
Well, at this point, yeah, I think we were okay. There's their Navy right there.
I guess maybe I confronted them a little bit later in the game.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea to hit them early.
It was a little more tense. It was a certain outcome, but it was.
I mean, they only get bigger, right? They take a bunch of stuff. Like I remember in your game, they were like all the way down here and stuff. Oh, Aiden's at work. No, they're not. That's a doll.
Okay. Watch your manpower pool. You're at 14.5.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine, I think. We're actually blockading their capital now, so that's not a bad place to be. Not a bad place to be at all.
The capital's not Cairo?
Or no, you're right. Not their capital, Alexandria. We're blockading Alexandria.
Oh, blockading. I thought you meant. Okay, sorry.
Okay, we just sunk another 2 ships. What's this here? Legalism or mysticism, essentially? Yeah,
always legalism, usually.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Some of those choices are actually kind of interesting, but overall you just end up kind of spamming them. The random events, it's always a bit of a weird thing. We have claims that will expire in 73. That's 2 years. Yeah, we're gonna lose those. I don't think we're gonna be going to war with Venice in the next 2 years. That's a bit of a shame. We can just get new claims if we need them. 15 government reform okay, whatever. That's a freebie. Right, centralized bureaucracy or decentralized bureaucracy. This is a tricky one as the Ottomans. A tricky one because we do have a lot of cultures, but the thing is, I find that typically we have so many accepted cultures with the whole Levantine group that basically by the time we get the whole Levantine group in our territory, we've used up our governing capacity. Never mind, you know, promoting any more cultures. So, you know, I don't know. Like, you can get 2 free promoted cultures here. The other thing, too, is that we'll get more promoted cultures later, and a lot of the areas that are not promoted...
So what are the benefits with the centralized? Sorry.
Centralized gives us a minimum monthly autonomy change. Like a ticking score, which is really good. I mean, this economically speaking, this is the better one overall. I mean, it depends.
Sorry, let's go with that. I mean, I don't know to what degree the accepted cultures affect your revolt risk or not.
They do.
That's the only... You know, it's...
I mean, here's a Serbian province.
You
Local unrest -2, local tax modifier -33, local missionary strength. So, I mean, the thing is, we could eventually, for example, make Romanian and Serbian accepted cultures. Now, Romanian would be better because it's got better provinces, essentially. It's got these kind of rich farmland provinces. These ones here are not that great. It's kind of a...
Okay, so that's a new wrinkle for me in terms of... It's kind of hard in this game when you got like 30 or 50 or 120 provinces to be looking at all those little modifiers. But they do make a difference. Autonomy makes a huge difference in terms of what you're getting.
Yeah, the autonomy does. Now I think a choice between a slow-ticking autonomy and, like... The question is, like, do we want to make, like, I don't know, Transylvania an accepted culture or whatever, right? And I'm just looking at these provinces, getting a sense. If we go to the culture map mode here, like this.
I just did it on the percentages in the past, but I see what you're doing. You're looking.
Yeah, I'm looking at future
cultures.
I'm looking at future conquests and whether, for example, because you know, what we could do. Bulgarian's already accepted, right? But we could say go for Serbian, Bosnian, and Romanian as accepted cultures eventually, and eventually even like Hungarian, Transylvania, and all that, right? In this direction, I find like the Kurdish areas, they're a lot poorer. These provinces, like these are the other.
Yeah,
Azerbaijani, and these actually make good trade companies. We can't do trade companies here, so the question is, in the long run, how much are we going to be able to realistically conquer with our governing capacity?
Oh, another way of looking at it is whether we're conquering or vassalizing. The West is our vulnerability blanket. So you want the least possible.
Sort of a buffer states. Yeah.
Opportunity.
Let's centralize. Let's go for centralized. I think it's a better choice. The autonomy change is good over the course of the game, and we're not, we'll get other things that will allow us to promote cultures if we want to later. Monthly autonomy change. Let's do it. Sweet. Okay, we're not going to become Defender of the Faith, because why would we do that? And we're going to finish the siege.
Let's get this war going again.
Yep. Oh, we can call an ally in. Aden, I'm not going to bother. They're tiny. When you call them in, you use up your favors too, so they won't necessarily come to the next war. I'm gonna go to speed 5 for a second here. I haven't even run this game on speed 5 since I got my new processor, so we're gonna see how crazy. It's actually not that bad. A little bit. It's a little bit crazy. Okay. That siege is done. Royal marriage from Aden. We should do that because they're the ones that give us that scholar. Renaissance thought. Oh, we're ahead of time on that. Damn, okay, I should have been doing these then. Well, since we're ahead of time on Renaissance thoughts, let's grab one idea here. And max promoted culture. See, there you go. Interest per annum. Do I want to do that or do I want to save some points for... Let's save some points for coring.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We got sieges to do here. This one can go all the way over here. There's a little 11 stack there, but... They're probably mercenaries at this point, too. So they're probably, like, low... They're not very good quality troops. Or they're... Yeah. We'll see. Our manpower has been... Modifier expired. Remarkably stable. Not taking too much attrition.
Just watch you don't get surrounded. The little stacks become big stacks.
They do indeed. Firing this, but this statesman's great. We like this statesman. What's the problem? He's doing a great job. Oh, that's another prestige hit. That's annoying. Well, that's our good statesman. He's the one who gives us all these diplo points. So, no, I think we're gonna take the prestige hit for now. But we are getting a bit low on prestige, so we'll have to keep that in mind.
We're going to gain some from these two wars, hopefully.
Yep, for sure. Let's just see... I mean, I don't want to keep this war going on indefinitely either. Let's just see... What are we at here? Okay, in another 1 or 2 sieges, another 1 or 2 forts, and we should be able to get pretty much what we want, which is about 1,000 gold in war reparations. I think that's... You know, there's other stuff
we should... You think you get 1,000 out of them? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They are pretty wealthy, if I remember correctly, but...
I'd like to siege down this fort, or one of these 2 forts anyway, and then I'd like to, let's block...
Well, Cairo's their capital, so there's a certain...
Yes, there's a big war score. There's a war score bonus for that. And then what we're gonna do is, hey, Mr. Google, welcome back to the stream. New game. Not a new game. It's Europa Universalis 4. Which I've been playing. I have a Let's Play series with my dad, and we decided to do it live. It's just because it's a very long game. So yeah, welcome back to the stream. Different from SimCity for sure. Okay, we've got a little stack over there. That's fine. Just ignore them. This is almost done. And
yeah, the less you move,
okay, wait a
clearer
second.
my screen is.
Okay, pop up and pause. And this one, I'm just going to get rid of a few of these because they keep... Some of these are useless. I haven't had a chance to go through them yet for this in my new setup here. Okay. And let's take this over here. We can't get there. I'd like to destroy their navy. Oh, perfect. Perfect. And we'll take you back here just to deal with that.
We got Cairo and Alexandria's is port too, so it's gonna...
Oh, yeah, that's a fort. That's a fort. I'm starting to feel like the attrition, and like we're losing thousands of troops to attrition, and we can look what we can get already with what we have from them. Then we can conquer all of Karaman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. No peace. Yeah, we've gotten enough out of it.
There's not much to be gained from just spending manpower on now.
We're not going to be going to war against the Mamluks for 15 years. They're just going to build up their fleet again. They are a fleet-oriented nation, so...
Yeah, they're down to 11 ships, but yeah.
You wait. We come back and they'll be...
We just took all their money, though, so that should help. They won't be... they're probably like 1,000 or 2,000 into debt, actually. We have more military tech. That's... okay. We do have expiring claims. Expiring claims next year. Yeah, we won't make it. Well, not to make it for those expiring claims. And we're still at war, yes. Okay, and these guys are now unsieging their territory, which is annoying.
That won't take long. As soon as it's all sieged down, we'll have a...
Yeah, I just want to make sure that they don't... I wanted to make sure that they didn't, like, unsiege that fort, because that's...
yeah.
That would be a drag. Looks like Crimea is mostly taking care of them, too. Okay, we're almost at max military points. I want to find a Athens. What's the cheapest ones? Cost. Bid in. Bid in again. It's like over here. Where?
This is for what? Manpower, right?
We've got all the generals we need. Bulgaria. Okay, yeah. This is, yeah, I'm going to just... Yeah, we definitely want to do this one. There we go. Get a little bit of extra manpower in those farmlands provinces that are cheap to develop.
Yeah.
I don't know where they went, but that's fine. I just want to get all their provinces sieged down. We can probably take everything we want, actually. But siege this down for good measure. Get out of this. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was paused there for a second. Okay. I'd like to. Two of these here need to be adjusted. Okay, so I really would like to take everything. That would put us in a coalition with Genoa, Karaman, and the Mamluks. It's probably fine. I think we can probably survive those three countries. That they probably will not even make a coalition. And
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Let's do it. Take their
I
money.
mean, those are rivaled against two of them anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Take all their. It's another 100 ducats. Let's piece them out and grab all that land. We have.
Holy smokes, that's a pile of cash.
Yep.
For this stage of the game.
Yep. Well, we took Kosovo. I think Kosovo has really contributed. So that completes our consolidates Asia Minor, which actually the bonus on this one's really nice. Manpower recovery speed plus 10% is actually really nice at this point because you can see we're really in the pits.
Yeah.
Let's do that, and that gives us claims.
Because we're running around with 24 cents.
Excuse me. That gives us claims all over here. Now, our Casus Belli against Theodoro is running out. Are they a center of trade? No, they're not.
No?
No, they're not.
But their trade power is high.
Kaffa is the center of trade. So, speaking of which, let's put a natural harbor to upgrade to the next one here in Kefe. Now, it is the steps, so the development cost. I don't know that the third one is worth doing. World port. Local trade power plus 10%. Institution spread. You know what? It might be because.
Okay, so just explain those a little bit. I mean, because you get just a small boost or a big boost in trade power. It says trade
pretty big.
5.
So we've got a few different ones here. Here's a level 1 one.
Okay. Yeah.
The level 1 coastal. The
so
level
it says local trade power plus 5. That's what confused me. Like.
Yes. Okay, but let's look at a level 2 now. That's the current modifier it's getting, right? Let's look at a level 2.
Yes.
Local trade power plus 10. Institution spread plus 10%. Local development cost.
Yeah, it's the institution.
Minus 5.
Institution. Yeah.
Now this one here gives local trade power plus 25. Institution spread plus 30. And in all owned provinces in the area. Local development cost minus 10, local sailors modifier, whatever, and possible number of buildings. So this is a really good one. Now, on the other hand, we're probably not going to conquer this whole state, so I don't think a level 3 one would make sense here. Trade power might help, but spending 1,000 ducats on that.
No. Okay. No, that's been a useful explanation because again, it's another opportunity I'm missing, or I'm not timing it right because what you really want to do is get a couple of places up to at least level 2 to get the institution spread, or level 3. And so it's real trade-off. Do you build a bunch of buildings, or do you upgrade?
I find that with the latest DLCs, I find that the world port having at least one of these in your capital, and because of the institution, and also because of the development costs, believe it or not. So what I tend to do is look at the terrain and look at also the region as well. So you can see that the area of Constantinople has like 5 provinces, Thrace, I mean, and it's got, 3 of them are farmlands and grasslands, so they're cheap to develop already. They've got some very valuable trade goods. Well, not these 2, but you get the idea. Basically, you've got at least 3 provinces that are going to benefit from that development costs. And our trade power now in Crimea, we've got a decent one there. Is there? Yeah, there's marketplace here. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got so much gold that I don't even know what to do with it. Well, for the time being, we can just replenish our army. Send this guy to there, and we're gonna have a bunch of. Let's leave this army here because we're gonna have a bunch of revolt risk. And I think we're gonna core all these. They're all Turkish. Okay. Corruption is growing.
Again, you're not having an issue with coring them because of the same culture.
Yeah. Well, that's it. They're part of, like, again. I think.
Group.
Yeah, they're part of the Levantine group. So that's this map here. I've just clicked on Turkish here. All of that is accepted cultures for us. So we should try and conquer all of that, basically, except for maybe some of the stuff in the desert here that's really kind of, just a drain in terms. Yeah, but as much of this is worth conquering. So certainly this, and right down to here, we can conquer. Anything over here, we'll probably strongly consider making a chain of trade companies maybe here, if we do expand that way, and similarly here, as well as.
Okay, and trade companies is, I thought they had to be in a,
the line is somewhere here. The line is sort of somewhere there, basically, between what's considered Europe and Asia. There are some provinces here that we can make into trade companies, like some of these ones, I think. Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
Yep. All right. Now, quickly here though, let's get rid of the monopoly on livestock.
Yep.
Okay. And we can't take. We're not gonna be able to take any land because we're still at 36, but we will take land soon. We got rid of all of our monopolies now, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's almost worth keeping the monopoly on livestock, but guess not. Oh, barracks. I think what we need to do is build some barracks.
I was going to say, what I was going to suggest is look at where we're at in terms of land force relative to the European powers.
Yep.
And
I'm going to go for manpower, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the key here. These are the three that I've been developing. Igbalu, Vidin, and Athena. Or Athens. Kokali only has one slot left. What's going on with Kokali? Let's figure that out. Okay, that is in the Hood of Endigar area. Just kind of a... That's probably not worth doing for now. Of course, we're rolling in cash. What about these two? Gallipoli is marshes, and it's got a couple slots. And where's Gummelsi? We'll see.
Yeah.
Getting a sense of where we're going to get... Oh yeah, these two. They're in Thrace, though. They do get... Yeah. They are getting the bonus from it being near the center of trade there. Got lots of military points, too. Let's do those two. Okay.
You end up making that whole area.
Yep.
Basically your
Indeed, yeah, no, I know. I'm just gonna look at the terrain here quickly and see if there's any others that I feel should be should have barracks on them. Garbage. Yeah, I think we're in good shape. Put these ones here. Oh, there's actually some more workshops I wanted to build as well. So, like this one here. Oh, this is a good place to be building workshops.
Copper or something?
This is textiles, and it is a drylands province, which is not as cheap to develop as the grasslands and the farmlands, but it is cheap to develop, and so I find that putting some buildings down here kind of preemptively means that we'll get really good values, and the cotton as well. Cotton has it has an effect on development costs as well. So yep, workshop. Salts, I think we'll do workshop on salt as well. And a workshop here. Okay. And then just scanning across here and seeing what we see. Yeah, naval goods. Not worth it. Okay. We spent a fair amount there. I might as well hold on to a little war chest for now. We're going to be building some artillery soon. Okay, so we have gained the Conquest Casus Belli against half the worlds. Lost our claims on Theodoro and all that, which is a shame, although eventually we'll get a claim on them. Actually, Crimea probably has a claim on them.
Yeah,
Not worth. Crimea
no.
has claims on Lithuania, interestingly. These are cores, these are permanents. So at some point, if we go to war with Lithuania, we can give Crimea these 3 provinces, one of which is an estuary. But
Yeah.
mind you, they're our vassal, they're a march, so we don't get their trade power, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, could be interesting, could be interesting. Right, and at this point we are basically just ticking down. I'd say we're almost ready to be thinking about another European war. Should probably let our manpower tick up a bit. Make sure I'm not taking any attrition anywhere.
So how many years till the truce ends? Are we away from the truce with Ramazan?
The truce with Ramazan. Indeed, that's a good point. Oh, we were never at war with Ramazan.
Well, that's right. They opted out.
That's right. They didn't. Yeah, they didn't join. We only have one claim on Ramazan. Actually, we should fabricate a claim on this province because it's Turkish. For some reason, the mission doesn't give us a claim on that. Wait, do we get it from the next mission or something?
Right. So just walk me through this. We're going to put claims on it with the spy network because then we don't have to spend Diplo points or something. I don't know.
Well, if we put a claim on it, it costs us less to core it.
Okay, that's where I was heading towards. Okay.
Conquer. I'm just seeing interesting. Conquer the Levant. It's weird. This one province here is like left out of all of the missions, and it's a Turkish province.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Turkish province. It produces cotton. It's on dry lands. Like it's a pretty decent province. So I suggest that we build a spy network here and just kind of add it to our list of claims in this whole area, and then we'll gobble it up on our way down to Syria when we go to war with them, because that way we'll have 2 claims. Cyprus would be a good target eventually too. Their culture is Greek, which is also an accepted culture for us. Our corruption's growing, which I'm going to ignore. Legalism.
What is your threshold for paying though on corruption?
On corruption? 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like it's going up by 0.05 every year. I'm keeping this basically just. In fact, I can just lock this down.
It gets very expensive to get rid of, and I don't understand why it shoots up, but it does shoot up when you're overexpanded and all that crap.
2 more of those events, and we'll be able to get rid of it. So it goes down on its own too. I think it's just not going to cost us very much at all, and it's just free money basically because of the legalism thing. So. Oh, let's
okay, so we were talking about Venice, so let's just do a quick recce on Venice. Who are they allied with? What are they at war? You know.
Yep. We don't have any claims on Venice anymore, actually. Oh, we do. Yes, we got these ones. Okay, good. Okay,
and when do they expire? Are they permanent, or are they going to expire?
Some of them are permanent. The one on no, these are going to expire. So we should the cores that we have on. The cores that we have in Albania they are cores, so they don't even need to be cored, but they expire in 91, I think, 94, 1494. So Venice is allied with Naxos, Cyprus, Burgundy. That's a war we can win. I'd say we wait till we get artillery, build the artillery, and then go to war against Venice. And
okay, and when are we going to get the artillery?
6 years.
What?
Well, we're 6 years ahead of time. So if we don't want to waste military points getting it early,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I suggest we wait the 6 years, which will allow our aggressive expansion to go down, and that way we declare war on them, and it's just a less costly way to do things. This province here, is this a permanent claim? Yeah, we got a permanent claim on that province. So essentially, unfortunately. Wait a second. We have a claim on this. When does this claim expire? 87. Okay, good. Because that one would be really nice to grab. This province here, and what about Naxos? 87. Yeah. These 2 islands, I'd say the goal of our war should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces. The 2 islands in the Aegean, Albania, and the sort of Albanian coast here, I guess. The Serbian coast as well. We could even... Oh, Serbia's not our vassal yet. Interesting. I would hold on to this province and not core it, and then give it to Serbia. Because we're going to vassalize Serbia, I think.
Because it's Serbian?
Because it's Serbian. We don't have Serbian as an accepted culture. And,
Okay.
you know, it's just a way to keep them happy.
I know, it's just you optimize a little bit differently than me. I'm a bit cruder. It seems to work, but it's ugly. I could be doing a lot more. So
well, you know, there's a lot of things to like, you know, there's a lot of factors to what I enjoy the most about the Ottomans is that they are is that there's so many cultures and there's different religions and like there's this whole governing capacity mechanic where you've got to kind of stay on top of, like, you've got to, you know. So
I agree. This is where I'm driving at, is that, you know, you get a lot of admin point expenses because you're coring a lot of stuff. So managing your claims, you've got to time your expansion, you know.
No, I agree.
Because you're always trading off, because you're going wide, you're not going deep.
Wide, you mean not tall? Yeah. Let's start working through this idea group here. What does that do for us? Interest per annum. Okay, well, not very likely we're gonna have any loans anytime soon. To be honest, I'm pretty happy just accumulating money. I don't really want to build a bunch of buildings that are not necessary at this point. I'm pretty happy to accumulate money.
But you always get the Janissary surprise.
Well,
too.
exactly.
I don't know what the frequency on that.
It's whenever your monarch dies. It's whenever your monarch dies. You have to the tradition apparently was that the new monarch or the new sultan would pay them.
Why didn't I link that? Oh, okay.
It says it's in the flavor text. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
because I know you do not want to get the Janissary teed off, because then you have a huge revolt, and I have no idea what happens, but I suspect you're at risk of losing your kingdom.
I don't know what happens with that one. I've never had it happen.
I think in real life it was pretty serious.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it was
the Janissary revolt. The Janissary coup, yeah. Okay, what is this state here? This state is Greek and Turkish, so that's a good one. Yeah, Turkish and Greek. And
I mean, that's where the Mamluks came from, right? It was basically they overturned a government. It was sort of I want to say it almost feels like the same idea.
Karaman. And Karaman is all Turkish. Yeah, that's a good one. Do that. We can also assign pashas, which is weird. This is probably worth
I never used that.
Yeah, I should probably do it more often. So basically what it does is it makes it more expensive to build buildings there, and it makes any units that you build there cost more to build. But that's like those are one-time costs, and in exchange you get minus 50% state maintenance, which is a small gold saving, and -2 local unrest. It's probably worth it. It's probably worth it to have more expensive buildings in exchange for just the unrest. The state maintenance is, you see, like, you get 0.1 ducat from that. But, if you think about how many buildings you build in the province and paying 20% more for buildings to get essentially 0.1 ducat every month plus -2 unrest, it's not a bad trade-off.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know that I would want to be spending 20% more on a building if it was a province, say Silk, where you're going to throw in like a manufactory and a workshop and maybe a stock exchange, know, like.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think the 0.10 of the state maintenance cost might pay for it, but like over the long term, when you think about that 20% how it's spread over the entire game and having a pasha there for the entire game, it might actually account for 20% of the building costs, but it probably does. But anyway, I'm not going to bother. If we have an unrest problem, though, I'll do it. Let's core this province.
That's probably the driver, to be honest.
Yeah, the unrest.
I think you're at a net loss with it if it's a decent province, unless it's a bunch of people who are rambunctious.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, no. If it's a province that revolts a lot because it's like not an accepted culture. But I don't know can we put pashas in, like, I'm just curious. Can we put like a pasha in Bulgaria? Yeah, we can. It's not just in Orthodox provinces or anything. There's no limitation like that. So in these kind of areas, if you were to have like national revolts at various points for non-accepted cultures or whatever, well, that's Bulgaria actually, but Like, yeah, we can do it in Serbian, and it doesn't matter what the culture is or anything
Yeah,
like that.
no, it was just a government representative. It wasn't a religious or ethnic or anything like that.
It's a bit of a strange one. I'm not sure I like that bonus though, because it's just basically just
I think it's a wash at best.
yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna grab another general here, because
Because if you think of manufacturer, that's in round terms, if you're building a manufacturer, you've easily spent between 500 and 1,000
Yep.
in buildings. That's a lot of ducats,
Mm-hmm.
right? To add 200 to or 100 to.
So
That's a lot.
yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of state.
It would take like 100 years. It would take like 100 or 200 years of state maintenance to pay off 20% of that. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Let's grab another general. Yep, that's another good one. Because we don't have an heir yet, so I don't really want to make the emperor a general. And yeah, I'm just gonna drill those armies.
We have a consort?
We do not have a consort. Do we have royal marriages?
Yeah, that would be bad because you got nobody then.
Yeah, but I mean, the Ottoman Sultan has a harem, right? So the consort is just his like favorite. Like you get it. Yeah, you get to pick your heir. Right. So here we go again. Lose manpower or lose ducats. I think we'll take the ducats. We've got money and we don't have a lot of manpower, and we're gonna fight a big war. So let's pay the ducats here. We get a base tax in.
How fast is that building up?
The ducats?
Let's look at your manpower limit and how many it's going in months. Like how many
614 a month. It's really not very big. I think I'm going to build some more barracks.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to spend the manpower. I'm going to go for the ducats here just because we get a free base tax, so this is like a good thing, but it's just we might as well just spend the money. We've got more money than we do manpower. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay.
So barracks will give you
It increases the monthly and the maximum, the barracks.
Okay.
We can seize some. No, we can't seize land because the Umera is unhappy.
But it also increases your land force limit as well.
No, the barracks. That's the regimental camp, which we should not bother building yet. Yeah, I would only build those late game if you find yourself short on that. You know what? Let's go for the barracks in Constantinople. I'm
usually building soldiers' households instead.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Soldiers' households are better.
You can usually get a chunk of 1,500 in whack.
Civas.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not liking that province. I just want to see here if there's any other good provinces for barracks.
What do you use? What do you use as your criteria?
Well, I'm looking for provinces that are cheap to develop. So I'm looking for provinces that are grassland, that are farmland, that are on centers of trade, for instance. Usually centers of trade don't give you the manpower goods, but there's a few fish ones, I think, actually. That's what I should look for here.
Don't forget you're going to need a navy, too,
yeah, I'm going to need a navy, but we don't need fish provinces for that. Like, this is a good one for a barracks, right? Doesn't have one yet. Yeah, let's do a barracks here. And then, there's a fish province there. This is a mountain hill. This is a hills fish province, though, so it's going to be more expensive to develop. It's just a matter of, it's not that I may very well build barracks on these ones later, but for the time being, it's not cost effective. We're not going to be getting the most benefit out of that.
Okay, so here's the difference, because I'm in how I'm playing the game, and it's probably not sophisticated enough at this stage. But you're always trading off development costs per terrain versus the building. Yep. Whereas I tend to focus on building and trade goods.
Yeah, I mean the development is. Here's the thing. Here's my thinking, Dad, on that one, and that is that as the Ottomans, you have a limited governing capacity. So I mean, and I might be wrong on this, but you have a limited governing capacity. So if you're going to put monarch points into development, you should probably stack them in provinces where you're going to get the most benefit rather than spreading them around all over the place, because you want every development point that you're putting into a province to be getting the maximum benefit. So developing a reasonably cheap to develop province that has like a barracks and a soldier's household and all that, it means that for every point of development you're getting that pushes up your governing costs and everything, you're at least getting the maximum manpower gain from it, And then also you're making it cheaper to develop. So that's my thinking on that.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to, round the math, because what you're worried about is your overall empire, how much development you're putting in. You're trying to maximize, because it affects your governing capacity, the less development, the better.
It's also
And
this, right? Like if you're looking at the chart here, I've sorted it by the development cost, so you can see like development cost. The biggest driving factor, of course, is the total development, right? But there are other things like cloth provinces are always cheaper to develop, right? As well as these provinces that are in grassland and farmland. So it's a mix of like trying to make sure that every monarch point you put into development gets you a good bonus instead of assigning them to the right provinces. And then
I tend to be simpler and just say, in this kind of province, I know I want these 3 buildings, and
that's
so I'm more focused on the development to get
it sounds to me like you're
a sufficient number of buildings.
It sounds to me like you're the only factor you're not considering that I am is the terrain. And also I should also pay attention to like culture and things, because there's a minus 33% manpower modifier on non-accepted cultures. So that's worth paying attention to, culture and terrain, as you're evaluating which provinces you want to focus on. What do we got here?
The nice thing about the Ottomans is the reality is that between setting aside that it's hillier, at least hilly.
Yeah.
If you focus on the provinces on either side of Constantinople that are agricultural,
yep.
You're going to have all the manpower, all the land force limit that you require. The only thing that I probably have underestimated is the importance of barracks. Believe it or not, I've never built one.
The barracks? Yeah, no, the barracks and the soldiers' household stack, so you should be building those for sure, and that will boost your manpower. And you can see here, for example, it may be good in the long run for us to. Let me just look here. Sorry, what am I looking for? Trade goods. So here we've got one.
I haven't focused on them. I built some, but I haven't. Yeah, okay.
And so Romania, all the Romanian provinces, which are divided into 2 countries right now, Wallachia and Moldavia, they have as trade goods 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got this very wealthy copper province, which is a...
Yes, and the rest is all agriculture.
And the rest is all agriculture, which is great for manpower. And the other thing is that it's all farmland, except for this province.
So it's cheap to develop.
So you can pour military points into these provinces and turn them into like your kind of breadbasket for your whole empire. And considering the fact that we have so much rough terrain on this side of the empire, I think that's worth doing. Now, one thing we should do, actually, I'm just going to take this here. I don't want to give away more prestige, because we're getting, I'd like to keep the prestige up.
What's your threshold for prestige? I mean, I try to keep it around 70, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
I just look at 50 of anything as, oh dear, I don't want to go below 50.
I don't want to go below 50 if I'm playing as the Ottomans. In some countries, it's hard to even get to 50. I think we should do, we have some money, and there's one thing I've been forgetting to do, which is building forts. We have some cash right now, and it would not be a bad time at all to reevaluate our forts here. So, like, Salonika is a bad fort. Let's delete that fort and find another place to build one. Wait, where is the... Now I'm screwing this up.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the delete fort button.
No, you don't go in the build.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was just... God, that's... Oh, not the workshop. Jesus, the castle. Okay, thank you. All right, let's delete that fort and take a look at the situation.
Okay, so you've got to... Okay, slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll up a bit. Okay, go a bit more. Look at where your frontier is going to be.
Mm-hmm. I'm also looking at the radius. This is the fort map mode, so I'm looking at the... Oh, you know what? Let's... Sorry, I'm going to advance it for a second so that it map up... There we go. What is this? Local investments, unrest, gain 2 corruption. We actually do have a bit of corruption right now. You know what? I don't want to lose loyalty. Take the corruption. Because we're...
What do you mean?
We're just...
Just do it. I don't...
Yeah.
Just do it. Okay, so let's just focus on one thing at a time here.
Yep.
Forts. Okay. You haven't got the right view. You got to move further north. No, don't scroll.
What are you trying to see here?
Stop moving the thing.
Yep.
Thank you. You're not far enough north, but anyway, so you've got a line of forts there, right?
I don't have any forts. These are enemy forts, right?
I understand that. Just stop and stop moving that cursor so quickly. So basically, depending on what we conquer, we're going to inherit a line of forts.
Indeed.
Is my point. So, other than Tulsu, like the gate to Constantinople is on either side of the Carpathians. We have to block the entrance for Poland, Lithuania, Moscow to come in on the west side of the Black Sea.
Yeah, be like
right?
over here.
So let's build one at Tulsu.
For sure. Yeah.
We've got okay. You've got one already that is one of the hardest ones ever. I think at Kosovo
Kosovo does not have one, but Kosovo.
No. Okay. In the area we're going to take from Venice, there is one.
Is there?
So unless,
Yep.
Yes. So unless you're totally paranoid right now, the only other place that I would put one is Vidin, and even then you can see like it's going to be in the midst of like a pile of forts.
Vidin is a grasslands province too. It doesn't have any defensive bonus. That would be a waste.
Okay. Well, okay then. I don't think I'd be building there.
No. The one that I would consider building is just another one down here in Greece, simply to cover the flank. So that it is a hassle if enemy armies like from the Europeans can sort of land easily in Greece. So just one like right here or here.
Well, okay, so we're sort of scamming the game here, but the AIs tend to focus on targeting a fort. They like to siege them down too for war score.
Yeah.
I approach Constantinople as long as you have a powerful enough navy, they're not landing any troops.
Yep, that's true.
Or if they do, it's a small stack.
It's just annoying when they siege down like a huge area.
It's annoying. What we've got to worry about with Constantinople is like France and Austria in alliance together and sending 100,000 troops, or Lithuania and the Commonwealth, or
I agree.
Poland or Moscow. So I wouldn't worry. We need to build our buffer zone first. Forts are expensive. So Tulsu, that one at the corner, has to be there.
Yeah, it's already done. That's done. Yeah, that one's done.
Okay, so now you go to the other side of the map because you basically are. The question is where your eastern frontier is going to be, and what are you going to defend?
I think the best area for this is in the mountains here for forts, because that's where you get the best bonus. Like this province
I'm just talking about how far east are you going to go.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking out, I'm going to say another 100 years.
Yep.
Then it's the Caucasus that are your defensive bridge, and all you care about, there's only two narrow gaps for them to get through. So you're either going to possess forts that already exist, or you're going to build your own. If you're worried about the Mamelukes and trying to slow them down, then yes, one fort in the middle there.
Yeah. There's a fort,
but it won't block it. Okay, it won't block it.
This one does. They can't get by this one. If you leave that fort, that's
so again. If we project ahead, the forts are very expensive, right? They're expensive to keep and they're expensive to build.
They have an ongoing cost,
So other than Tulsa, I would leave the fort business alone for another 50 years, because by then you're going to own the property and you can build a proper.
There's going to be a gap. There's going to be a gap here. Is all I'm going to say. You can see that there's like, we can see this fort here, and in some ways what we could do is maybe delete that fort and just move it there or something, and then cover off more of Greece, because
I'm not worried about Greece. Greece they will not come in on that flank.
Okay.
I guarantee you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we can just go with that.
Where you got to worry about huge armies coming in
is through the Carpathians and on either side of the Carpathians.
Well, no. Slow down. Let me finish. You gotta go further east.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta scroll further east. Yes. Okay. So it's this area here that you're going to be vulnerable from, especially Mesopotamia, right? Because there's like
There's no
different
defensive
countries.
terrain.
There's no defensive terrain. So if you're worried about defending, shall I say, Turkey proper, it's where is your defensive line in this area to slow them down? Just one line to just slow them down, right?
Yeah. Well, you've got these 3 impassable provinces here, and so building a fort there, and there.
That's one way of doing
covers it off.
Yeah.
If you
well, they already have forts there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
The only thing is that there's so many different countries in between there and then.
For now.
Believe it or not, you're talking. Well, you're talking 200 years out that you're going to be there, or 150 years
I
out.
expect that. I mean, honestly, and I think we're going to take a break here, but I think that soon we're going to complete this mission as soon as possible.
Well,
and go right down here.
You're thinking along the lines of Mesopotamia. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then the forts already. They may or may not exist. They may or may not be on our side of the line.
I think we can be at, to give you a sense of the pace I would go with this, I think we can be at Basra by 1525 if we want to.
If that's if that turns out to be our next focus, yes, I agree.
Yeah. And it's the most valuable of this.
In which case, the Zagros Mountains are the main defensive line.
Yeah.
And then we're
to
good.
The east. And then at that point, there's no real purpose in expanding this way unless you want to make trade companies. I would then start building up a little naval presence here and do some colonizing and maybe take a few centers of trade, just like individual provinces, isolated individual provinces that you hold just for their trade value as part of a trade company. We'll see if we can get claims on them. We may be able to get claims on individual provinces and just sort of just grab the ports, basically, the main ports, and not worry about actually.
Okay, so the process. Okay, so if it's not adjacent to your territory proper, if you have a claim on it, you can take it.
You can fabricate claims on.
But you understand what I'm driving at? If it's not adjacent to your existing country.
Okay.
How are you going to core it? How are you going to take it?
You can because adjacency also functions over sea provinces. There is on land the province has to be within a certain number of provinces, but it also functions over sea provinces. So you can get I think, and I'm not sure. And if someone in the
you better be careful there, because I was always having to in my peace treaties, they had to be contiguous.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. There are rules about that. I'm not sure what the exact rules are, and if anybody...
we better be pretty darn sure.
Yeah, but if anybody in the... Well, it's not a big deal. If anybody in the chat knows, then by all means, let me know. But I'm pretty sure, for example, that if we hold Basra and we don't hold grain, that we can fabricate a claim on and core Qatif, for example. So this province here, probably not worth taking. This province is worth taking. The same thing goes here. That's actually a silk province, so it's probably worth it. But it doesn't matter. You get the sense is that we may be able to take individual islands and stuff like that. I certainly have done that as the Europeans before. So it's just a matter of figuring out what makes sense. I don't think we need to have one long contiguous chain of territory. I think we can just take the ports and control the trade power that way.
It makes a huge difference, because I wasted so much.
Governing capacity, yeah. Anyway, I'd like to take 5 if you're good to take 5, and we'll come back to this. Okay, let me just. So let's take 5, and we'll be right back.
Have you cut off the sound?
I'm ready when you are. Hang tight, everyone. Are you back online?
Indeed, I am.
Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
No, no problem. No problem at all. It was just, I was just here about 30 seconds before you. Okay. Right. So, we're waiting on the Umera here to grab some more land, which we should pay attention to. Meanwhile, we're getting bonuses from the Dhimmi and all that, so that's good. So we're fabricating a claim on Adana. We are going to want to declare war and start working our way down towards Mesopotamia soon, because that's basically just free land. The other options we have on the European front, if we don't want to anger the Mamelukes, which we may be able to get away with anyway, frankly, is to vassalize Serbia, which is probably, in my view, a bit of a priority, because I'm always concerned that if we vassalize Serbia, we get the mission to then vassalize Bosnia, and you know, these are areas that it's very easy for these European countries to like gobble up eventually, like, you know, Austria or Hungary or someone could end up coming down here. So the sooner we grab them, it prevents anyone else from grabbing them. And then, of course, there's our plan to attack Venice and grab this, you know, Albania essentially in this island. Now these are expiring claims, so I'd say those are the.
I don't think we have any choice. I think we got to sort of clean up that mess on that side first.
Venice, you mean?
And then, yes, because yes, we are pinched for time.
Yep. But we have how many years on that one? I mean, we can always fabricate again, but it's a hassle to do so. We have about 12, 13 years. So let's see. Well, who are they allied with? Cyprus and Burgundy. Yeah, they've actually got one less ally than they did before. Let's let our manpower take up a bit.
Yeah, I'm not saying
wait
like
for artillery.
pull the switch now. I guess what I would be driving at is the longer we wait, the more likely that they'll be defended by some Holy Roman Emperor that we can't ignore.
Yeah, yeah.
Or sorry,
Defender of the Faith. Yeah, Defender of the Faith. Hang tight. I'm just gonna make a quick adjustment here. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's advance the clock here. Get rolling. That's speed 5 is so fast.
It flies.
It's just
4 is usually.
I've gone from a Ryzen 3 for the benefit of the viewers. I've gone from a Ryzen 3 to a Ryzen 7 5800 or whatever it is. The 4th gen Ryzen processor, and like it makes these games almost unplayable on speed 5. It's so fast. You know, I'm usually pretty gung ho about speed 5, but anyway, okay, we're still waiting on that. Let our monarch points. Better spend some of those actually. We're drilling as well, which is nice. We've got some force limits, probably a fair amount. Now we've got about 14 force limits, so we may want to build a third army.
I think we will.
I think we will, but
at this stage of the game, I like to keep close to. If we can afford it.
Well, artillery.
Yeah. That's what we're waiting on. We're waiting on artillery.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should get the artillery before we go on. Before we declare on Venice. So I think I've built all the...
And before we build, because we're going to want to build a fair bit of ourselves.
Yeah. Let's do some more of this stuff here, because we're close to our monarch point cap. So Nigbalu, Vidin, Bozok. Where's that one again? That's one in the east, I think. Oops. That's Bozok. That's over here. Yeah, drylands. It's good. So let's build a barracks here while we're so that we're doing this kind of in synergy. We do have some cash for now, and then put a development edict on that province. I've been a bit lazy about removing those edicts. They do cost us a bit of money, but whatever.
So a development edict gives us
minus 10% development costs. So it's just making it even cheaper to do this. Every military PowerPoint is giving us the maximum development. I think I'm going to just get that one right up.
And what does that? Okay, and that costs us what?
Well, what we're doing right now, it costs us the military points, which we were
No. But when you
state maintenance, it doubles the state maintenance cost. So the state maintenance of this province is 0.81, and it was 0.39 or something before. So it does, it's costing us 0.4 ducats per turn to keep that edict active. Now, occasionally...
How quickly can you turn on or off an edict?
It takes, I think it's 12 months, I think. So like this one in Thrace here, I could probably nix. It's been going on for 17 years. You can go into this. You can go into this one and you can kind of purge them. In fact, no, I was developing there though. I think.
Yeah, no, you were developing planes. It's a matter of how much can you remember?
Yeah, you know what?
Turn on and turn off.
I'll kill this one, and you know what? We'll put a protect trade on that one just for kicks, because that will pay for itself for sure, I think. What does that do to our trade power? I'm curious. Because that's a... Oops. It went up by 1%, I think. 50% more trade power, though. Interesting. I was expecting a bit more of a boost from that.
See, that's an area that I've just ignored.
Yeah.
I mean... You literally need a secretary that says on an annual basis, do this, do that, do this, do that. If you wanted to hyper optimize your provincial, but when you've got 100 provinces, it's like
what I tend to do with the edicts is I put a bunch in place in provinces that I want to develop, and then when I'm points rich, and then I purge them every once in a while, and then I purge all the edicts, and then I just put them back in place when I'm going to develop again. But I'm not going to worry about canceling edicts for a few fractions of a ducat. Okay.
Well, if it's half a ducat early game, it's a lot, right? Yeah. I mean, if you're only making 20 ducats, you could easily chew up 10-20% of your cash flow.
We don't care about Ryazan's opinion of us. Ryazan is up here. Yeah, okay. I don't think that one's worth agonizing over. And yeah, we're also...
How long for cannon?
4 years. I mean, we can do it at any point now, but I don't want to go ahead of time. I just wait the 4 years. We're filling up our manpower pool. We're taking down aggressive expansion. There's no point in like wasting.
So while we're waiting 4 years, what are we doing with Ramazan? Because we should. Is it
Ramazan? Oh shit, you're right. We can do a claim. Yeah.
Let's do Ramazan, and how is our vassalization going? Because we got to figure out.
Point.
It's vassalizing Serbia and Ramazan, right? So we need to be doing whatever we can on the relationship side with Serbia and see if it's feasible.
Yep. Not Serbia, Wallachia, yeah. Okay.
Pardon.
Yeah, so only traders have anything to fear. This actually gets rid of our corruption right now, which was not a bad thing, and we have 65 loyalty, so this is probably okay. The tolerance of the true faith, that'll just give us a slight national unrest thing in our Sunni provinces. This one gives us 2 corruption, and yeah, national tax modifier. Let's go with that one. Okay. And we're still waiting on the Umera. And what did you just remind me to do? Check on this guy.
Well, okay, our vassalization program. Like, where are we at? 'Cause there wasn't much we could do with improved relations.
Yep, not
When,
much, not much. 56 out of 95, I think. Let me just look at the modifiers here. Minus 75, Ottoman's economic base. I think that's ticking down. I think that 75 is getting smaller as we develop and as we conquer. So I think we should just hang tight on this. They are allied to us, and we've guaranteed them.
okay, but I'm thinking, look at the other modifiers. So there's superpower influence there. There's gift. There's
Yeah, I don't.
you
Yeah,
know
I
how
guess we
many.
could give them a gift. We could. We could do the
I'm not.
great.
I'm just suggesting do the math.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm not.
do anything.
Yeah,
Do the math.
yeah, I know, I get it. I think the thing is, what I've noticed, and again, if anyone is watching knows the answer to this one, and I'm not sure how it works, but what I've noticed is that this, like you can see here, Ottoman diplomatic reputation, ally attitudes, like it's not like this number translates into this number directly. It's giving us a fixed bonus at certain thresholds. So I don't know if going from 100 to say 150 via gifts is going to get us there, but we can try it. It might.
Well, the gifts only last so long. They only last 5 years.
Yeah, and I think it might actually be kind of expensive to do it that way. And we have a pretty good opinion of
We're
them.
going to have to do it because we can't royal marriage them, and
well, yeah. Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
that's what I'm driving at. That's clock.
Well, I'm waiting for a diplomat to get back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's do the influence one because it's usually cheaper. 31 ducats. Yeah, this is worth it. 31 ducats. Okay, and that's...
And that lasts 5 years or
25
something?
years. And we can renew it.
Okay, good. Yes.
Not sure if that made a difference, but we'll see.
Oh, it always does.
Not on this one, though. See, like... Yeah, it didn't make a difference. Okay. It didn't...
You gave it...
We gained 25 influence, but as I was explaining, basically the number, if you look at the positive number and the values that make it up.
Oh, you're looking at those things. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, that is related to this number here, which is the one that we just changed by doing the influence nation. But it's basically like at certain thresholds you get you get fixed bonuses. It's not like a direct kind of linear relationship. So there is the trusting. What's our trust? How can we get trust with them favors? Trust. Yeah, so if our trust goes up, we might get more points that way, and they owe us favors, so that's good. Okay, well that helps, and then we can give them a gift as well if we want to. So let's do the gift. Let's just do it for kicks. It's not going to cost us very much, and we are rolling in gold. Got to build some artillery soon, but that's okay. What's the most we can get? We can get
25 is it.
25, so it's 75. Let's go for 24 for 50 gold rather than 25 for 75.
Yeah, peace.
Yep. Okay. And oh, interesting. Oh, I forgot about that mission. Trustworthy allies. Okay. What does that give us? Diplomatic reputation. So that actually will help us towards eventually doing that. So we got to finish this acquire subject mission too, which involves us getting another vassal. So we're up to 60 now. We're up to 60. So I'm going to improve a bit, and I think this may change.
Yeah, no, improving's fine. I figured we needed to.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Ramazan.
Yeah, Ramazan. We don't. Oh yeah, shit. You're right. We got to do the. We got to do this claim here. We got a big spy network with them that I'm just basically wasting at this point. And let's just see who their allies are. That would put us at war with the Mamelukes again. Honestly, I think I would hang tight on Ramazan.
I'm not worried about them. We've thumped them.
Well, but they're like basically
it's their neighbors.
We want the way that we would want to do this, I think, is like this. And we would basically attack. That way the Mamelukes would get called in as well, though. Yeah, that would actually be a very difficult war to fight. The ideal way to do this would be to co-belligerate them so that we can take provinces from both in the same war rather than having to wait for another truce. Otherwise, I would say leave Ramazan for now and attack them to avoid fighting the Mamelukes. fact, we could just take the provinces from Ramazan without making them a co-belligerent. Cost us some more diplo
Slow down
points.
a bit. Slow down.
Yep.
What is... I can't read. It's blurred on my screen. 32 and 47. 9. Okay. So where are they in technology? These...
They're way behind us.
Kara... Okay, but it'd be nice to have cannons. How close? No, we're...
Oh, they're actually
rated
at parity with us. These guys are at parity. These guys are one behind. I think we should do Venice first. I think we should deal with this after, because there may be an opportunity to attack these without calling the Mamelukes in, you know, and that would be good, because if we could take a big chunk of this all at once, it would save us having to wait through a truce. I think the timing on this front is not that great at the moment.
Okay.
4 more years we get let's take this. I'm just gonna finish up this idea here. Also save up some more admin points for coring and stuff. Lots of reasons not to go to war at the moment.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice the admin points. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I had to spend them, right? We are also nearing our maximum diplo points, which is great. Oh, I've got diplomats. Speaking of, let's improve. Do one like that and improve with these guys again.
Just say what you're doing while you're doing it, because nobody will be able to follow.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, no, for sure. Another 16. So we can get these to like 200 and see if that has any impact on our ability to vassalize them. And
you just need to get to 190, and then you can vassalize.
No, that's not. You're thinking about something that's already your vassal and annexing a vassal. What I'm trying to do, we're trying to do here, is get this to be accepted.
Yes.
And it's not ticking up in that simple a way, so... okay, so we'll see what happens there.
Okay.
Yeah, and... what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I need to spend some... well, we'll wait a few months, but, get rid of that notification as well. Spend some more military points, spend some more production points. Legalism and admin power, or legalism and a cheap theologian? We already have a cheap theologian. Take the points.
Yes. I always take monarch points.
And that has... okay, we're now at 0 corruption again. We can do this little trick again. Boy, it's almost like tedious. Debase currency. Boom. More free money. And then we go to... first of all, put that down there. And we go here and... get rid of it. I think that's the best way to use those. I don't think that the ongoing bonus from it is worth it. Right.
Well, legalism helps you.
It gives you a bonus, like if you keep it at certain levels, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal.
I think the chunk of change that we get from it is pretty substantial. More corruption, okay. Venice is requesting military access from us. They are at war with Hungary, Austria, Trier, in 3 leagues. Ooh, this is interesting. Well,
it's the perfect time. It's the perfect timing to be dumping them.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we should. We are about to
just double check. Just double check that the alliance situation or the declare war situation hasn't changed. But
well, this is a military access thing, so I don't know. It doesn't really matter whether we give it to them or not. Frankly, maybe we'll decline.
Well, no, I'm not gonna. Well. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You can do what you want with that. I'm just saying in terms of timing of the war against Venice, there is nothing better than attacking Venice when half the known world is pounding on them.
Yeah, they are in a war. Can we see? Wait a second. There's a way to see in here. I want to see who's in that war. Where is it? Like wars in here somewhere. Military.
Why don't you just go to their diplo?
Well, I wanted to see who's in the war and who's on what side. There's an easier way to do that. Yeah, so I just can't tell who they're allied with Cyprus, but I don't know who else is in the war with them. That doesn't tell us.
What do you mean? Just go to the war symbol.
No, we're not at war with them. What war symbol?
Who are you trying to find out?
I'm trying to find out who the parties are in this war. We know that Venice is.
Okay, so you see the war symbol there?
Yeah.
Just hit diplo. Hit diplo.
Yeah.
Okay. Hover over the war symbol.
This one here?
This is Venice, right? Just hover over the war symbol. The war symbol, the little flame.
The little flame, yeah, this one. That's what I'm hovering over. Yeah, at war with Austria, Hungary, Croatia, Trier, and 3 leagues. The question I have is who's on their side of the war, which we can't tell just from looking at their allies, right? We know that they're allied with Cyprus, but we don't know if like England is in on that war. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Go to England, you'll find out.
Yeah.
All we care about is England. I mean, they're the only...
It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't affect us. I was just curious. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. So let's think about this because there's an option here. We are waiting for artillery, which we're getting in 3 years.
I don't know. What's the cost differential? Like 30, timing 30, the war when 30%. They're fighting everybody. There's...
I mean, we're gonna, if we take artillery now, it's gonna be a year before our artillery's built anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What I'm saying is, why don't we just declare war now without artillery? Why don't we just fight them now without artillery? They're screwed. They're at war with half the world.
Okay, and what technology are they at?
They're the same as us. They're the same as us. We have 2 good generals. 2 quite good generals, actually. Quite strong generals. 3,
okay,
2, 5.
Fine. You won't be able to get artillery in the middle of the war because all your morale will go down, right?
Well, I won't be able to. I will be able to get artillery in the middle of the war, but I'd have to build it. So, but I think we attack them now.
Well, yeah, okay.
Let's
go ahead.
Start to get things in position here. I'm just going to move this army over here. Cancel the drilling. And to take a quick look at their navy and make sure they haven't done some major build-up, which is quite possible. They do tend to build a lot. They're at 15 galleys, so we have more galleys than them, and they have more trade ships than us, so that's fine. I don't even think our trade ships are doing anything right at the moment. We have an admiral who has a galley combat ability bonus, so that's great. Armies are getting in position, and our war goal is going to be probably Negroponte here. And we'll grab Albania as well. Austria can have military access. Oh yeah, Venice is the Italian Wars event. There we go. Right. They also have an army right here. So if we declare war, basically as soon as our other army gets there, we might be able to just thump them. We're waiting for our morale to come back here. About 2 more months, I'd say. We should think about declaring war. Get our navy maybe over here. Provoke a quick battle with them. Do we have a claim on this province? No, we don't. Okay, Corfu. Well, that'll be for a later date then. Is this pretty much like the Civilization games? Jeremy Collette, welcome to the stream. Is it pretty much like the Civilization games? It's funny, my dad, who is also here with me, plays a lot of Civilization. I've played a fair amount of Civilization over the years as well. How would you say this game is different, Dad? Maybe you can answer this one. It's a viewer's comment. Hello?
Sorry, I was on mute. No, I was picking out. I would say the difference between Civilization and this one is Civilization has no historical basis other than some of the modifiers that are culturally associated with each individual civ. The difference with this game is it's not nearly as combat focused. It's more send your armies, movement of armies, as opposed to the actual combat. And you just set your goals. Civilization, you have victory conditions. There are no victory conditions here. So we haven't gotten into it in this particular game yet, but we'll have a major decision after a few conquests as to where are we actually going, and that's the biggest difference.
It's open-ended.
Between the 2 games.
Yeah.
It's open-ended. You set your goal. You can change them, just as you can change victory conditions as Civ progresses. But it's pardon me. There are a lot more parameters.
It's much more complex, yeah. It's a much more complex game, I would say, to add on to that. I would say this game is a lot more complex diplomatically. This is a game that is a historical simulator, whereas Civ is sort of like a history-inspired strategy game. If you can see the distinction I'm making there. I don't know if that's clear. But yeah, there's a lot more going on here in terms of both the historical side of things and also also just the sort of all of the modifiers and parameters. There's a level. I think
The
there's a level.
the
Sorry.
interactions with other countries are, in terms of you're preparing, say, to launch a war or to do something diplomatically to achieve the same end, there's a lot more involved.
Yeah.
There are a lot more trade-offs. I don't know how long you've been with the stream, but there's a lot more trade-offs in terms of what you're going to develop. In Civ, you build a succession of buildings. You tend to build them, in all of your cities, depending on whether you're playing Civ 5 or Civ 6. But there's a lot more realm here for optimization, and the constraints of the game and the unexpected events and the number of countries interacting with you would tend to mean that you actually want to make more optimum decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. I think those are all good points. Yeah. Let's make.
And everybody's on an even playing ground. Other than if you're Morocco, you're Morocco. If you're Crete, you're Crete. But there isn't the escalating hardness, like from chieftain to deity in this game.
Yeah.
So
well, there are difficulty levels. There's a hard mode. There's a hard mode in this game, but
I know there's a hard mode.
Yeah.
but there aren't like 6, and it's not like everybody that's against you gets advantages.
Mm-hmm.
It's their inherent advantages. If you're the Ottomans, you're a superpower. If you're France, you're a superpower, at least at the start of the game. Whereas in Civilization, based on the hardness level at which you play, you get quite this. You're starting way behind, and you're just really trying to catch up for half the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you're playing on harder difficulties, yeah. Anyway, let's those are all good answers, good points. I hope that gives you a sense. On that note, though, let's make an optimal decision about declaring war on Venice. We can call in Wallachia. We can co-belligerate Cyprus if we wanted to, although I don't think taking Cyprus would be a good province to take. We don't have a claim on it, and we do have to.
We will eventually if you wait.
Yeah, exactly. And I think from a mission, you're right. I think that.
How many admin points do you have? Because that's going to.
We have 137. They're ticking up 12 per month, though. So by the time the war is done, we'll have enough to core them. And the real question here, though, is we are going to spend a little bit of Diplo points because there's 2 different casus bellis. There's reconquest for our cores, and there's conquest for our claims. None of that's a big deal. We can spend a little bit of Diplo points in this war. I don't really think it's a big deal. The real question we're going to be careful of is aggressive expansion because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. They are a rival, so it's cheaper for us to take them.
Okay,
but
so just slow down for a second.
Yep.
I thought you only selected one cause, one CB.
Yes, that's correct.
So okay.
All right. So we'll pay a little bit extra for these provinces in Diplo points.
Okay.
In Diplo points, yeah. I think.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken. Let's go for the reconquest one though, because those cores expire, and we can call in Wallachia if we want. I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'd rather save up favors with them. And it's looking like 47 and 8 for us, 29 and 11 for them, and we have the manpower advantage as well. We should also take Naxos. Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's do it. Let's kill Venice. Okay, their navy is right there. Let's see if we can hit their navy. Let's see if we can attack this army here, and I'm going to move across here. We are attacking, I think, across a river. No, it's into forest. That's not so bad. But I've got this other army coming in from the side, so I think we'll just we'll sandwich them there. I'm going to go down to speed 3 for a second here. And yeah, hopefully we'll hit their navy as well. Whoa. Huh, interesting. Oh, that was a failed mission. That's what that was. Okay. That's okay. A failed state mission. Aiden wants to marry us. And we have a consort. Excellent. Gulf of Aden. Or Gulf of Taranto, sorry. Oh yeah, we'll call that diplomats. Well, we just sunk pretty much the entire Venetian navy. No, a big chunk of it. We sunk all their transports. It looks like their fleet had just been in another fight, and we kind of caught it right after, because Venice is also at war with Austria, so, you know,
Yeah.
this is really
Timing's
ideal
everything.
timing. Yeah, it really is. Okay, and that's their army badly mauled. Where are they retreating to? They're retreating into our territory. Unless I'm misreading this.
Okay,
Yeah.
slow down.
Yep.
Visually, it's very hard to follow.
Yeah, I know. It's true that you're watching. I do forget. Right. So they are retreating into our territory.
Yeah.
And I'd like to follow them with one army, and with the other army, I'd like to start sieging down these forts.
Yep.
We also have Cyprus and Naxos to siege down, but that'll be easy. We can go deal with that after, and I'm just going to keep the navy kind of patrolling around looking for enemies. Oh, I just need to spend some diplo points quick here. Let's go to development and costs. Let's see, that is, oh yeah, that's here. Won't take long. Bridge development. I'm gonna spend a few so that we don't go over our cap, save some for the peace deal. And this one. Why am I not getting the... Fuck. Yeah, okay. I don't know why that's not appearing, but that's okay. Oh, it should appear here. Yeah, okay. Great. Okay. That was a fair number of points, but that's okay. Oh, keep following them. I don't know where they're going, but we might as well destroy that army. God, where are they going? They're gonna get stuck. Oh, they're going here. They've got to be going there or to Naxos. So let's take the navy. The navy's on its way there. Perfect. We might actually be able to block them. There we go. We've actually just... I think they're stuck. Yep. We can probably stack wipe their army. This is in the wrong province here, but we might as well take that coastal province. There we go. And we're almost at max military points too. God. Okay. Throw some into this province here. And...
Do the one that's 9.
This tray. Yeah, well, I just want to make sure I'm doing it in reasonably intelligent provinces here. Probably just going to leave those edicts on because it's just so much hassle to put them back up. There we go.
Okay.
Alright.
Right. Forget the points. Let's finish the war.
Yep, no, for sure. I just wanted to spend a bunch so that I didn't have to worry about them. That's a stack wipe of Venice's army. And where else do they have a fort? There is a fort actually in Naxos.
Yes.
And I think we should probably focus over here, though. We get all the way over here? No, we can't. Okay, well, let's go to Naxos then. Why
Okay,
not?
so you may as well take Naxos and get it over with, right?
Yeah, I agree. We want this province too, so we'll siege it down quickly. I'm just going to set this fleet on hunt enemy fleets, actually, because I think at this point we have a pretty major naval superiority. I'm not too worried about Austria's coming to fuck them up as well. We gotta be a little bit careful about Austria sieging down the provinces that we want.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm working on it. They are going to Corfu, I think, that Austrian army. So let's get to Naxos, because these two islands are really important for us to grab. We don't have anything. We don't have any claims on Crete. Okay. Yeah, and then this fort is vital for sure. I don't want to lose base tax. Waiting forever for that loyalty, though.
Okay, stop moving the mouse back and forth, please.
Okay. Right. So we've got a couple free diplomats here.
Was that one of those legalisms or?
No, that was the one that just popped up. It was It was I can't even remember. It was basically like a base tax in exchange for loyalty, and I'm just trying to get this loyalty back up here. Probably should have taken the base tax insteed, but whatever. Karamanese separatists. Okay, so this is one of those interesting situations where I think I am going to put a pasha in here. Karaman province here. Probably should have done this before. Because we're getting a revolt risk in the middle of a war. So let's do a pasha for now. We can. Why can't we? Oh, okay. There we go. We can take it away in like a year or something. So that'll actually reduce. That'll slow down that revolt, so we don't end up with them revolting in the middle of the war. That siege is going well because the navy is nearby. And looks like Crimea has come to help out, which is great. It's always great. They are particularly excellent march, I find, Crimea. They have a navy. They have a reasonably sized army. And they're also in this area that, you know, doesn't really make sense for the Ottomans to expand in early, so. And yeah. We have a port blockaded. Is this siege done yet?
Okay, stop zooming in and zooming out. No one's gonna be able to follow this.
Okay,
Leave it like that. Just let's finish this off.
Mm-hmm.
You just did it again.
Oh, I didn't. No, there's a delay. The image you're seeing is a delay. I haven't moved the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
You might want to try the arrow buttons instead of the mouse.
The arrow buttons? What I can do actually is drag it like this in a more kind of deliberate way. I mean, the thing is,
what I'm driving at is when you move the screen, if you use the arrows, the scale doesn't change, so it's easier for the viewer to understand.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm often zooming and scrolling at the same time. Which is, you know, might be. Am I in a province here? Oh, that's what. What the hell's going on there? Okay, so let's get this army. Where can we go here? I'm just zooming out to look where I'm going here. Let's see. We need to siege down Cyprus. I'm actually tempted to send this army on the navy to go deal with Cyprus because they're not a co-belligerent in the war. We just need to piece them out. So let's deal with this little battle here. There we go. That's another chunk of their navy. Now we can go pick up the.
You really have to zoom. Okay. Yeah.
There we go. And we're gonna go over here and drop them on Cyprus.
Okay.
Is that held by Austria or us? Okay, it's held by us. Okay, good. Should actually
yeah, racing the AIs to get the provinces you want. It's like the game does it intentionally.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the other hand, to be honest, it's kind of fair, right? Because you decide to declare war on them while they're in a war with another country, right? So it's a big enough advantage. It's a big enough advantage that, and we'll see how long this war with. Looks like Austria is working their way down the. Really like to get there, but I think we're blocked by that siege. Yeah, okay. There's our separatists in Karaman. Okay, let's. I think we might have to just leave them be for now. We are going to siege down Cyprus here. Or, before we start the siege, we can go deal with them. Let's just do that. Because that's going to be an issue. We have a Splendor ability. Okay, pause. Aggressive expansion impact. We can take this thing here that will reduce our aggressive expansion, which I think is perfectly timed for this war. Does that sound good? Hello?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's sort of a no-brainer.
No, I'm just trying to. Yeah. No, I'm just trying to follow.
Yep. Yeah, that was the Splendor ability that you get from completing age goals, which we only the other one we have is the siege ability.
Yeah.
Okay. We're waiting for these guys to disembark. I could have actually used the fleet for that. Okay, Crimea is there. We've got a naval blockade over here. Let's go deal with that, and we'll deal with Cyprus afterwards. I don't think we're going to have any problems. Their army is down to about half of what it was a while back, so... Could start negotiating a peace treaty just to take a look at what the war score looks like. Let's get that unsieged. Where's the fleet? Oh, the fleet is on its way over. Okay. Oh. Kind of tempted to just chase them right in there and see if we catch them. Don't think we will, though. Yeah, we won't. Okay, let's take the fleet back here because we need to get back to work on Cyprus. And, oh, damn, looks like Austria is... Yeah, Austria has one of the provinces that we want. Austria has sieged down. Now, I bet you anything that Austria is going to take something up here. And hopefully they'll peace out in a timely manner so that we're not waiting for them.
They're going to go after Herzegovina.
You think so? I think they're going to go after... I think they're going after these provinces. They have cores on these provinces.
Oh, okay.
They have claims all the way down to here, but they don't have claims. Their claims don't overlap with ours, is what I'm trying to say. So I doubt very much they'll take these provinces. But it may be a bit of a hassle. We may have to keep this war running for a while just to see if we can get them. Because I would, why fight?
They don't have Hungary, right?
They do.
No,
they don't. They don't.
No, they don't. So this comes back to our discussion as to how far away can you take a province, and I think they're too far away for them to actually possess them.
Oh yeah, well this is also not Hungary. This is Serbia. They probably can't take that province. Indeed, I think that's probably true.
And they may peace out before we do.
Might. They usually will wait until... Yeah, we'll expand the influence on EU. I probably didn't want to do that. Okay. But not a big deal. 25 ducats, I think. They're going to go fight those rebels. We don't have a claim. I'm going to go to speed 4 for these sieges. I'm going to recenter the camera so I can see both of them at once. Are we in the correct province here for the... Yes, we are. Okay. Let's see where the port was. Yep. Okay, that one's done. What else have we got to siege down here? We siege down that one? Yeah, both those islands. And ultimately... What else is left? Oh, Venice hasn't done Treviso yet. Can I get all the way over here? Oh my god. That's our route. Okay, now we're going to use the navy. We could march all the way around Poland to get there, but that's insane. That's not worth doing. So, what's going on here? Let's take the navy and go get this army. It's going to slow down the siege of Cyprus, but that's okay. I think we can probably actually siege down Venice itself, unless their navy is magic. No, their navy is tiny right now, so... Oh, and we're catching it too. There we go. Sunk another 2 galleys. Actually stole one. Let's pack these guys into the fleet and send them over to the Gulf of Venice. Take a look at what's going on here. Okay, so Austria is sieging down... Croatia actually is sieging down Treviso. Looks like they can't get to Venice. So let's siege down Venice. Let's get to Venice before the Austrians do. That way we will have a better war score, and hopefully when all the provinces are sieged down, the Austrians will make peace. We have... Oh, we could invite a different scholar, but we're getting a merchant from our scholar, aren't we? Oh. No, we're not. Weird. Let's invite this guy then. We lost our merchant. Huh, that's interesting. I guess that just every 20 years or so you have to kind of renew that arrangement or something. Well, let's put our merchant back in, where was he? Aleppo, Alexandria, Crimea. There we go. We are just rolling in cash. Man, it's tempting to, one thing that becomes tempting when you're this rich and you're having this much success is to just like conquer, and then if you end up with a coalition against you, you just hire mercenaries and deal with it. But I don't think we want to play quite.
Other factors will get you.
Yeah, it's hard.
You're limited by how much you can core and how much you can govern.
Yeah, no, I know exactly. There's always something that slows down.
And
your
when you're exceeding your governing limit, and you're having issues with coring, it's like the whole system goes wonky.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can do but just sort of bear it out.
Okay, what do we got going on here? Just trying to make sure we're not... It's annoying to follow all these while we're at war, but I'm just trying to make sure we're not wasting anything. So maybe we wait. Yeah, let's wait on this because... Are we on governing capacity? Yeah, we don't have a pressing need for governing capacity. Let's wait on spending admin points because we're gonna need some to core. Right.
Yes.
So we hold Venice. There's only one fort left, I think. Let me just double check here. Is that occupied by Venice? Oh Christ. Okay. So generally, I find that the AI will. Oh, we're destroying the rest of their navy. I think that's it. I think that's the entire Venetian navy gone. Let's go see if Austria might already be here. Yeah, Austria's already sieging down that province, so we'll just leave them. I'm gonna stand there. Or maybe here. Actually, doesn't really matter. Let's just stand there, and that way we're essentially gonna wait now until Austria makes peace. Oh God, the monarch points again. Military power.
Okay, I don't understand why you're not sieging down that fort, but anyways.
I can't. It's Austria is already on it. The first
Oh,
country
okay.
to get to the fort.
Yeah, no, I
Controls
got
the
that.
siege.
Okay, I didn't. It looks empty from my view. That's why.
Yeah, I get it. Teke, we don't want. Okayli. I guess. Yeah, 1 point there, 1 point there. We're just gonna put development edicts everywhere at this point. Okay.
You may as well put 2 there because then you'll have it at 10 and you'll have another building.
I did
you
already.
can do.
Yeah, oh, I did already there. And then, yeah, that's another. We can look at it that way. We can look at it that way for sure. Oh, the other thing we should probably do. Oh no, never mind that. I just want to spend a few more
Go
points.
crazy. You want cannon.
Yeah, for sure. 830. Yeah, in fact, it's 1 year. We can just hold on. We're actually 3 months. We don't need to spend any more points.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm really hoping that
Back
Austria.
to the war.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we need to siege down Crete. Oh, and Cyprus. Right. Okay. Because our war score is only 54%, and they've got control of one of the provinces that we want. Who is going to? Crimean separatists. Okay, that's worth paying attention to. Let's go. We need the navy back here.
Crimea takes care of them. Usually takes care of themselves.
Yeah, I think it's in our provinces though. In Kefe and the other one there. I'm moving the navy back because these guys are now stuck on that island. Ah, this is a cool event. The Fate of the Patriarch. The Fate of the Patriarch. Because we took Constantinople now, what? 35? It's only been 35 years since we conquered Constantinople. Or 40 years, I guess. Right, so we basically have a choice between keeping the Patriarch alive and gaining a bunch of opinion with all these neighboring Christian countries, or closing down the Patriarch, getting rid of the Orthodox Patriarchy of Constantinople. My temptation.
Always a bad idea. You're going to be absorbing those people. You do not want them started off.
Yep, I agree.
Literally annoyed.
Also, we're still working on Wallachia, so getting even just that 25 boost is worth it, right? So let's go with the and 3 base manpower never hurts, right? All right. We'll hold off on that idea. And what do I need to do now? I need to siege down Crete. Where is the navy? Navy actually needs to be repairing soon. We just encountered some scraps of the Venetian fleet, which is now, I guess, yeah, the Venetian fleet is now basically stuck in Crete. So we're gonna go siege down Crete. Cyprus. Cyprus will be forced to give 10% of their income as war reparations, and they'll give us 40 ducats. That's probably about as good as we're going to get. Yeah, I think this is as good as we're going to get.
It's a pipsqueak.
Yeah.
I'm now beginning to appreciate how much lag there is.
Oh. Yeah, I think part of the reason why you're a little bit disoriented in terms of me moving the camera around is just that there is a slight lag, which is strange because you're probably hearing the viewers are hearing my voice and me doing it at the same time, but you're hearing my voice and then seeing a lag on your screen, so that's a bit weird. So sorry about that, Dad. Well, we can work on it. We'll do some tests before we do our next session and see if we can reduce the lag. There are some parameters I can alter. Okay, now we can go for cannons and this naval tech here. Let's be careful about the naval tech, though. How much are we spending? 580. Okay, we're good. Because we want to save some Diplo points because we might need some for our peace deal. And you get really stuck if you don't have the Diplo points. It's not like you can. I don't think you can go into the red to do that. You're allowed to do that. Okay, let's take this army and go siege down Crete. Their last remaining province. After which point, I'm hoping that Austria will make peace. Hungary is no longer a valid rival. Now, is Hungary no longer a valid rival because they just became a junior partner? No. Okay, good. We need to get rid of our trade embargo with them, and we probably need a new rival after the war. And the Mamelukes are no longer a valid rival. Okay.
We did such a good job thumping them the first time.
Okay. And, yep. It's really nice to get rid of these islands early on, or some of them anyway, because amphibious attacks are kind of annoying to do. Morale of armies, that's 10 monthly. God, we're rolling in points, we're rolling in, like, monarch points and money, and I just don't even know what to spend it on. Yeah, I guess. Morale of armies.
What's your cash flow?
Plus 25.8.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, my we sort of have more military points than we know what to do with. We also have more money than we know what to do with, and my instinct is telling me that we might as well turn that money into military points and I guess develop more. Never hurts. Maybe we'll take a military idea next. All right, and the morale of armies is actually really good, frankly.
Swirling that mouse around.
Yep, fair enough. Renaissance thoughts. Renaissance thought gives us our next idea. And so now we can choose our second idea, and I am awfully tempted to... Well, let's think about this. Very tempted to take a diplomatic idea.
Alright, well, where are we at? Is this war going to finish ever? Is this going to be a bit of a discussion, right? Just leave that up for a second.
Yep.
I just want to see... Trade. We took an admin the first time, okay.
Yeah, we took administrative, yep.
Well, okay. I've seen enough of that, so we can have the discussion. Once there's any hope this war is going to finish. What's our war score?
It's 65%, but Austria has sieged down one of the provinces that we want. So I'm gonna siege down Crete. I was hoping to siege down Crete, destroy Venice's navy.
Let's get that done. Run the clock.
We should pick this first. I guess.
Well, to me, there's only two. There's really, there's three military categories that are all productive: quality, quantity, and offensive. I don't lean towards the quantity at this stage because the Ottomans don't tend to be quantitatively challenged right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And I lean towards trade. It's a matter of what we're going to be spending monarch points on. But I like trade because the more merchants you have, the more you can start to control the trade in the Eastern Mediterranean. I mean, we're going to be taking Aleppo. We want to dominate, we want a lot of influence on Alexandria. We want to start sucking trade in and bumping this up.
So here are my thoughts on trade. My thoughts is that trade would be a great third or fourth or fifth idea because by the time we take trade, we'll already own that territory, and that way we'll be able to.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then for
that
me,
just
the
leads
idea
it down
that what I'm tempted by is diplomatic, because diplomatic will give us. Even just this one idea here, province war score cost minus 20% is huge in the sense that, it will allow us to expand faster. I think that to me is a very big, a big
You're
boost.
talking admin points in terms of coin.
No, I'm talking in terms of war score cost. So.
Oh, war score.
Yeah. So what that means is that when you hit your 100% war score. like in a war,
Yeah,
and you can't take any more provinces. So that's 20% more in any given war that we can take. So that's going to speed up our expansion. Sorry, sorry, let me just go back there for a second here. If we take now, the other bonuses here are good. Extra diplomatic relations, diplomats we don't really care about. Improved relations, 25% is good. Diplomatic reputation is really good. And yeah, so it's in then diplomatic technology cost, which whatever.
Okay, well, those latter things, although, will help us with the vassalization strategy too, right? If we get to there in time.
Yes. Overall, it will speed things up a bit on that front. I think influence overall, I thought was not that strong. For the Ottomans, I think this one is really good because for me the province war score. What things are really holding you back? In terms of how fast you can expand, governing cost, and the province war score cost, right? I mean, when you start fighting those really big wars against
having the admin points to course.
Well, and imagine like we're going through Syria against the Mamelukes, right? I mean, we can take 20% more development, basically. That's what that comes down to. So that could be 2 whole more provinces in a single war versus and aggressive expansion, as we know, is just sort of like not an issue. So, for the Ottomans anyway. Yeah. Okay. So
I get it.
I'm tempted to go for that one, or a military idea.
This is a new learning too, because I can see where the timing of this in this campaign makes sense, whereas at other times during a 400-year time span, it's completely useless.
Yeah, I mean it will be
now,
useful.
Mind you, when I was playing Japan, and everybody is developed to the hilt in Asia, it seems, wouldn't help you a bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't help you a bit because you can't vassalize anybody, and you don't have the admin points to core, so you can't take 10 provinces at a swoop. You got to be a lot less ambitious.
Yeah, I think the other choice right now, because we're swimming in military points, would be a military idea. However, I don't think we don't need that edge in terms of we're not yet fighting big wars against big powers. And when we do fight against the Mamelukes or whatever, we tend to have the upper hand. So I think a third idea as a military idea would make more sense.
I guess the only, you got to figure how far out that's going to be. But I don't have a problem. We'll do the Diplo.
Okay.
I guess my point would be is that because you tend to take your technologies not ahead of time, we are soon going to be encountering countries other than the Mamluks, and they will catch up to us.
Yep. No, it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
And so having the general advantage means you get stack melt, not on technology, but on leadership, I guess is the way. All right, I just got to take a break for a second.
Okay, well, why don't we both take 5 here, and then we'll finish up this war? Sounds good? Okay. And I'm back. Dad, are you online here? Hang tight.
I'm back.
Okay, you're back. All right, sounds good. So we are going to siege down Crete. The navy is. I wanted to send it. I'm sending it to whatever it's called, Annapolis there, to grab a repair tick, and then hopefully we can maybe grab the Venetian navy, destroy it. Either way, I think they have anywhere to flee to really. Where are they going? Gulf of Sirte. There we go. Then we'll go pick up the army, and I'm expecting at any second now for Venice to... Okay, that's the entire fleet we just sunk, so Venice has no fleet anymore, which is great.
It's always nice to knock them a peg or two down.
Oh, we've got one ship over there. Go nail that one, and they don't have anywhere. They don't have any ports left, so I'm curious. I'll be very curious to see when.
Keep it chasing it all day, maybe.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes you surprise, and sometimes you get smart.
Yeah. So we're just waiting. We're waiting to see if Austria is going to... we're playing chicken with Austria here. Let's go pick the army up off of Crete. Well, yeah. We'll repair the navy later. It's kind of in rough shape because we've been coasting around destroying Venetian navies. But I'd like to get that army off Crete because we do have rebels. Actually looking like we're going to be getting rebels over here or here. Crimean separatists 90%. Yeah, let's take this army here. I mean, at this point, there really isn't a Venetian army to speak of. We have
so the only question I have, do you have any armies right now trading? Because we're in a waiting mode, so we don't want to be losing manpower.
Oh, attrition. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Looks good.
Good. All right.
You can scan the outliner here. It would be red in the outliner if it was taking attrition.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, we're taking some because there's the Venetian army being destroyed by Austria, and looks like I don't know. Yeah, the real question is who else is in Austria's war, because they could be fighting. Just looking here. Okay. You can see in the fort map mode, it's kind of a cheat almost. You can see what forts are sieged down even if they're not in your war. So I'm trying to see if I can figure out what's holding them back from just taking whatever land they want, and the answer is probably us. So we're kind of playing chicken with them here. And the question is, I really would like this Serbian province here. Let's get a sense of, like, we might be over our war score limit anyway, so let's just see what we can take. I'm not gonna confirm it, but let's just kind of plot out a treaty here with 60% war score. Yeah, so we definitely could.
Is that part of a mission?
I don't know if any of this is actually part of a mission, but we have claims on all of it. It would only cost us 64 diplo points because of the mixed casus belli thing. This province we could take if Venice, if Austria pieces out Venice, it would be no problem for us to take yet another province. Now, that would give us, and the coalition is not even that bad. It's just Venice and Genoa. So I really am tempted to kind of just wait and see what happens here. Maybe we'll go to speed 5 just for a few months here and see.
I'm still perplexed as to what you're trying to figure out on Austria's side.
Well, Austria is still at war with Venice. Austria has sieged down this province, this Serbian province here, or this province that is one of our claims. We have a claim to this province, which I would like to take.
Yes, no, I understand that. It's the other information you're trying to figure out.
Well, I'm trying to figure out who else is in that war. So in the ledger, national unrest versus prestige. I'll take the prestige hit, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. In the ledger here...
Go to Austria.
No, it's not there. Believe me, it's not there. We need to look in the current wars. There we go. This is what I was looking for. So we can see here, Austrian reconquest of Gorizia. They're at war with Venice, Naxos, and Cyprus. So that this is where we can see who's on both sides of the war, because there could be other alliances that we weren't seeing, basically. So that's that. This war, they should end this war, basically, but they're not. So we may be stuck taking whatever we can, frankly, which is a fair amount, to be fair. How long does our claim last on this province?
Don't move that mouse like that. Um, yes, we've taken all the physical territory between the pair of us. There's nothing left in terms of Naxos, is there? Are we missing anything? A little
We are.
island
We're missing.
somewhere?
No, what we're missing. No. There's no exactly. Both wars are. Our war is actually at 73% war score. Their war presumably is at a similar amount. I think yeah, I think we're gonna have to go without this now. I just realized we have a permanent claim on this province, so we can take it in another war. We can take it in another war, and it's a bit of a hassle. I was really hoping to just grab that while it was sort of there, but I think we should probably just peace out, because at this point we're just
Fun time.
So let's polish up this war here, I guess. What can we do? We can take just playing around with these values here to see what we can get. Can we also get war reparations? I think war reparations would be better than cash. I mean, we can get war reparations, about 6 provinces. How many provinces is that actually? That's like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces, war reparations, and 300 ducats. I'm upset that we weren't able to grab this port here.
Let's just do it.
Just do it.
We're gonna have another war.
Yeah, we'll have another war with Venice. That's fine, and it's a permanent claim too. That's excellent. And at least one of those claims was a temporary one. Did I take Crete? Oops. Okay. Well,
that's fine. There's a claim on Crete later.
There's a claim on Crete later. It was a mission for taking Crete later.
There's a mission later. So
yeah.
You've just completed a mission.
And it's Greek culture, which is an accepted culture, so that's great. Well, okay. That was not intentional. That cost us some Diplo points, unfortunately, because we didn't have a claim on it. But whatever. Oops. Okay. All right, we have too few rivals. Let's sort out our rivals. I think we're gonna call it a night. I've got to basically eat dinner and stuff. But let's set up our rivals and just and then when we do our next stream, we'll do a proper debrief from the war. But do we want to rival Austria? Austria, France, Castile, and Poland. Poland seems like maybe not a great idea, because we don't really have any. We're not really moving in that direction quite yet. France, I would rather not rival. It's kind of annoying that France has rivaled us. France could be a good ally in the long run. Looks like they're winning the 100 Years' War, finally.
Well, you may as well rival people who've rivaled us, because you know that if they have violent intentions, to exercise.
Well, the only thing I would say is that it's possible that France will unrival us at some point. Like, it's possible that France will not be our rival at some point, and that would open up eventually allying them, right? So my feeling is that Austria is a perfectly fine rival at this point. We're big enough so that even though they're the Holy Roman Emperor, we can fight them in most circumstances. We're going to end up fighting them soon anyway if we start chasing after.
Well, there's lots of junk between us and them.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's why we.
So are we clear on Austria?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then do we need one more? Because we can also just not select a third one. So none of these are going to give us a big trade advantage or anything either. So I would probably just stick with the 2 for now. And then yeah, why don't we just complete this mission? Oh, build buildings. Interesting. Okay, and build a treasury. That's wow, tax income plus 10 ducats. Holy crap. And what does this give us?
You must be talking. You're talking about his missions. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just time lag, so I'm trying to.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna sort out the lag. We'll try and run some tests and figure out what the lag situation is for the next stream, because it is a bit weird. I think that's partly why you're having the mouse movements are a little bit more confusing for you. Build a treasury. Yeah, okay. We'll take the inflation reduction. Why not? And yeah. So we are a much bigger empire than we were when we started this video, for sure. That was a pretty big war. We also took out Karaman here. So I accidentally conquered Crete. What state is Crete part of? Moria. Okay, that's actually not a bad province to take, because we've already stated that we've got all of the provinces in that state. So it's not a bad province for us to own. Kind of a garbage province, highlands, and although we could build a fort on Crete, I guess, because it's highlands.
Yeah, but there's no point.
There is no point. You're right. Okay, all right. Let's save the game and call it a night, and we will be back. We're not really on a schedule for these yet. My schedule is kind of evolving these days, but we should be, within the week or so, I'd say. We'll hopefully come back and do another video. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Good night.